Hey, what's up? What's up, Jesse for JP in the house? Okay, it's officially New Year's. Happy New Year's, everyone. Oh, wow. And I'm like a minute late. Actually, I tried, but something's going on with my computer. So, anyway, right now, I didn't get the things that you told me to get Pure V, but I'll get it soon. Hey, what's up? What's up? Chime in, let me know. Happy New Year's. New Year's here in Japan right now. I'm just chilling at home. I was going to go out, but it's cold and it's gonna be a lot of people and all that stuff. So what's up? Anyway, chime in. Let me know who's in the house. So I guess you guys got a few more hours before everyone who's on the Western Hemisphere. Your New Year's coming and everything. But what you gonna do for New Year's? I went out, talked to a friend. It's a good time, just chatting and stuff. Tomorrow. Maybe I'll go meet some other friends, but I'm not sure. What do you have planned, for this year? Oh, if you can, give me some thumbs up, some likes, and everything. Yeah, chat. Well, who's up? Let me know. Okay. But anyway, what's my plan for this year? Well, my plan for this year is to do what I said I was going to do many, many years ago, which make a lot of money. But doing that, you have to be committed to your plans that you have to not make out, but draw up, make sure they're fine, and then just follow through. So that's what I need to do. Let's see. So it's the same thing. Hey, what's up? What's up, three people in the house? Happy New Year. Yeah, I almost said Merry Christmas. I hope you had a good Merry Christmas. Also, chime in, let me know. I'm just at the house. I was going to go out, but I went out the other day with some friends to this club called The Pink. And oh, man, it was nice. Hey, what's up? Happy New Year. BrolyCon. Actually, I know who you are. Hey, thanks for the thumbs up. But I never actually tried to pronounce your names. How you doing? So this year, after I finish this broadcast, I am going to work on my webpage. Now, I have what's that thing called? Yeah, I just use the same one I got. But anyway, thanks for the thumbs up. So this year, run an auto by Happy New Year, yo. This really, I'm going to just relax, get this studying in, and do it. So all I gotta do is just make a what is the thing called? A website. Because you look at my website, there's nothing on it. It's like you can't do business if there's nothing on your website, and it's been like that for years, and it's so bad. It's like nothing on there. So of course nobody can take me serious, but what I do is serious though. So just make the web page. I'm gonna do that tonight, work on that, then do my flyer, work on that. Oh, so the other day I was at Starbucks and just sitting there at the table and stuff, and actually, I'm in Japan. When Japanese people see foreign people, sometimes they come and sit next to them, especially if they have kids. And it's an open invitation to speak to them because maybe they're looking for an English teacher because they've been to a lot of these English schools and stuff, and they don't, the progress is really slow. Oh, I have a story I got to tell you too. And so sometimes the foreigners out here don't speak to them because I think some of the foreigners who do come out here, they're still trapped into that white man syndrome, where they think the white man's even watching them out here, and a lot of people don't take the opportunity to speak. So she was there, and I said, okay. I saw the boy. I said hi. He said hi. Well, he didn't say hi. His mother told him what to say, so he said it. And then me and her started talking. Of course, her husband was like, I was sitting here. She was here, the kid here, and the husband here. but he wasn't really saying anything. And so well, it is like really hot in this room. So we kind of start talking, and she asked me, "Was I an English teacher?" And I was like, "Yeah." So I pulled. Luckily, I had a flyer with me, and which I should always have with me, business card. I showed it to her. We talking. I was telling her, "Hey, what's up, fifth person? Thumbs up if you can. See if we can get these likes and thumbs up." Yeah, thank you. Even more than what the subs are. I mean, not the subs, but whoever watching. Happy New Year, Happy New Year. And so, I showed her, told her what I did. Basically, yo, I got this plan. I'm sure you guys heard about it, but I am serious. And the reason I'm closing my eyes is because I'm so dry. I have to drink water. Lots and lots of water. Turn the heat down. See this big old air conditioner control. But I have to drink a lot of water to keep my body moisturized. But anyway, so I told her I got this program where I can teach kids from 4 years old to be able to start reading in how many months? In 4 months. Hey, what's up, fifth person? What's up? Welcome. Happy New Year. Happy New Year. Thank you. In your 100, Chammy D, good luck on your live show. I'm going to sleep. Ha. That's my bro. All right, man. And so I told her that. She was like kind of surprised. So what I did was I showed her 2 of the videos. Well, they're videos, but only boy. I mean, they're actually videos, but you don't see the face of these 2 girls reading in the English, and she was shocked. So, long story cut short, I gave her the flyer. She said she'll call me for a trial lesson. So hopefully she'll join. But that's how it is. Actually, this year too, I'm in kindergarten class. I just finished teaching the kids how to. No, I just gave them a test on what's that test called? Subjects and verbs matching, like matching I run, switch one. So I showed them how to do it, and some of the kids got 100%. It's really cool, So that's what I'm gonna do, just work on the business and stuff. And when so I got this funny story, right? So I'm in this group, and I'm supposed to be giving an expo, and I had 3 things I wanted to do it on. You guys, if you guys want to talk about something, because I do want to talk about something about women. Something happened that brought up this topic about women, and I forgot exactly what it was. But when I finish this, I'm gonna talk about it. So, what's up, 6th person? Happy New Year, and 6th viewer, I should say, 6th member, 6th awesome person. So you guys gotta remind me of that. So while I'm doing this, hopefully I'll remember the exact details. But I know it's something about women, but it's really interesting. But anyway, let's see what was it at the school thing? Oh, so I'm supposed to give an expo next year, and fun stuff. Happy New Year, Tokyo Sam's dad. Yeah, really? You know what? I got your son's. I'm gonna ask him what is his father. I'm not even gonna do that. Wait. Oh, Happy New Year. But Happy 2020. Okay, so I'm gonna check and see if it's right, because if this is Happy New Year, Tokyo Sam's dad. I'm like gonna be so honored. I mean, it's like cool because your son is like totally awesome. Totally awesome. You're a real cool guy. Okay, so I am doing this right now. So anyway, in there, I'm supposed to give an expo next year about teaching young kids what is what is this king called? So anyway, okay, I'm done. Okay, so well, anyway, thank you. Like I said, your son is an awesome person. We've had a lot of really good conversations together, I'm sure he told you about it. I wonder what they're doing in Tokyo. I know they're having fun. So anyway, I was supposed to give an expo about English, teaching young kids. There's 3 things. So I was going to say, hey, I can show you guys how to teach kids from 3 years old and up to use dictionaries. The second one, what's up, fourth viewer? What's up in the house? Let's get some likes. Robert Mash, yo, happy New Year, man. Happy New Year. Rob Mash, I should say. Rob Mash Nation. And so the first one is teaching kids from 3 years old how to use a dictionary. The second one was teaching kids how to use the words, what are them things called? The indefinite articles and. I got this really simple way to teach kids from 1 year old and up. It's really cool. It's fun. It's really fun. Lots and lots of excitement. Or teach kids from 3 years old how to, but they have to learn, they have to know how to read. If they don't know how to read, it's kind of like you can do it, but until they either can read or understand the recognize the what is that thing called, the letters, and understand the procedure, I guess, of taking the test, then you can do it. I've only had one kid who actually took these, who joined my grammar class at the age of 3. But for 4 years old who could read, it's really easy. So show them how to match subjects and verbs. So I'm on there, and one person was like, "Oh, are you trying to, sell some, sell merchandise?" Because actually, you give presentations. There are people there who also have books that they sell, and that's what they get the presentations on, and they have a table and everything. But I don't have that. I mean, I do have a program, but I'm not trying to sell anything. I'm just trying to just show these people what I've been talking about, because a lot of people actually don't believe I can teach kids from 4 years old to read. Thanks for the thumbs up. People don't believe that I can teach kids from 3 years old and up to use a dictionary. And they don't believe that I could teach them grammar, basic grammar and stuff. So those are the 3 things that I wanted to talk about in I'll give a presentation. So one guy was, he, I mean, I guess I can understand, where he's coming from. And he said, "Oh, well, if you're selling something, then you should get a table." And I'm like, "I'm not selling anything." And another guy came on there and said the same thing, but he was a little bit more rude. I'm like, "Well, I can tell if you're trying to sell something." And I'm like, "Yo, man, I'm not selling anything. Is this how can I say it? Is, are you accusing me of unethical business practices?" And pretty much, I'm like, "Well, I'm not selling anything." So the dude said, it was really interesting. He said, "The subject that you are going to get a presentation on, is it part of your program?" So I'm thinking to myself, I think everyone who gives a presentation on anything understands that or anyone who goes for a presentation, I should say, understand that whatever is being presented is part of a program. And so I told him, yes. No, he asked me, am I selling the program that I'm giving? Is it part of the program that I'm selling? Is the presentation part of that program? And I'm like, let me read. When will you come back to America, bro? Very curious. Oh, man. Guys, I need to go back because I found my father, and I need to help him make some money so I can go back and help him out. If I go back to America, it would be to visit my kids, but they're all busy. My son, I don't know. She'll talk to me. We're kind of like, but well, no, we're not on no bad relationships. I think he's just, I think he watches a lot of videos because he's mixed and stuff, and you know how now these kids are coming up. But I think they're just doing it basically for the money, But they're talking about how they're having these problems with with being black and white and how they identify themselves and stuff like that. Of course, I can't, I don't have those feelings, but I did have a friend out here who always talked about that. And so basically, I told him it's not. You have to understand that if your mother's white, if your father's black, or whatever, it doesn't matter because you are part of a country system. So either you're American or whatever. But when you talk about if you're black or if you're talking about white, well, what's the difference? Because we all have melanin in us, and some people want to say whatever they want. And I said, if you don't believe the melanin is important, then it's all about carbon. Nothing can exist without carbon, and carbon is black. Now, what they're talking about is identification, some kind of identity. But if you look at the whites around the world, what identity do they really have? Because if history is right, when they appeared on the earth, everything was already here. And so the only identity they could create was based on the information and the words that they've gained to find out what was it to be some kind of identity. And then they created something that's specific for them. So like white skin, they be thin lips, long nose, straight hair, and they look at themselves and say it's beautiful. And it's okay because to them it's beautiful and it's okay. And of course, they watch TV and all of this stuff. So they how can I say? They put it, they control everything. So they put everything on TV. And it's okay. But when other people see it and a white person on TV saying, I'm great, I'm great, I'm great, then and then if that person said, oh, well, he's saying I'm not good because he's saying he's great, that's not good. And because we all are good in our own individual ways, we're all good in a collective way, whether it's you want to call it Britons and Britons or Irish, or Nigerians and Nigerians, whoever. And then you're also brilliant in your own way when it comes to your family or when it comes to your friends. So what does it mean to be black? What does it mean to be white? Really there's nothing, because to be a person or to be something is actually to be human. And to be human and with the feelings and everything, it's always going to be genuine. It's always going to be individual, because you can't take your feelings and transport them to someone else to where they can understand your feelings exactly 100%. Now they can understand your situations. They can have that. What's that word? I want to say, I forgot the name of it, but they could be sensitive to you and all of that stuff. So you got these kids out here who are mixing and stuff, and they said, well, do you want to identify yourself as being black or Japanese? Hey, what's up, viewer? What's up? Happy New Year. And my point is when you talk about being black, well, what does it mean being black? Because it's just this ideology that's based on slavery, okay, from what I can understand. And I don't like that, because slavery is recent. Something that happened maybe in the 1400s, but before that, what was going on? What were we doing? And before that, evidently, we must have been doing something great, which if you read history, we were like ruling a lot of stuff. We definitely weren't slaves. Then, of course, it wasn't nothing that was bad, because they would talk about it. So if you're going to put your identity in only 400 years, and that's crazy, okay, because you can only put your identity in the few years that you've been on the earth. So but I did support, but I guess, but he did well. He graduated top of his class. Got to rub shoulders with all the rich people and stuff. And had I been there, would that have happened? The question would have probably been no, because how in the homes, the fathers and the sons, they go at it, the moms and the daughter go at it. But really, and the people that get along is the mothers and the sons and the fathers and the daughters. And that's really the relationship in the family, because a father is always trying to teach a boy how to be a man. But like I said before in other videos, yeah, the man don't need a man. The man needs a woman. So it should be the woman to teach a boy how to be a man. But both of them can teach responsibilities and stuff like that. So anyway, if I thought you would be there. I mean, somebody asked me that. Ooh, no people. People asked me that, but I don't know. I mean, to go back and live, I had a conversation with a friend, and I I really, I mean, if I live, what is there to do? It would be like I would, hey, what's up, viewer? What's up? Happy New Year. I'm answering this question. My friend asked me, would I go back and stuff to the States? So I'm answering it for him. But what would I do? I mean, I would like to go back for visiting and stuff, but where would I live? I would have no idea because, being out here in Japan, it isolates you because there are more interesting things to do to hang out with your homies. In the States, you're always hanging out with your homies and stuff. So if I were to live, I have no idea, but I do want to travel around and stuff and do that. So anyway, getting back to the exposition thing. So the guy was like, well, the program, what is that thing called? My presentation. If you have any questions, please ask and chime in, But he said, the presentation that I'm going to give is a part of my program that I'm selling. I'm saying, well, it's part of my program, but I'm not selling my program. And because he's trying to see if I'm trying to sell books under the cover. What's up, second person? So I told him I'm not trying to sell anything. So I said, hey, this is my program. So I broke it down to him. I got my calculator and I said, and this is what it is. Here in Japan, they have this English thing. And let's say kids start at 4, from the time they get to the 7th grade, it'll be 9 years or something like that going by. The average class, let's say it's $100 times 12, 12 times 9, that's $10,080. And they have a program out here from the 4 years old to the time they get to the junior high school. And it takes all these years, and a parent would, because I'm trying not to explain this, okay? Because the accusations that's going on of me trying to self-promote myself, well, the way they ask the questions is, or the question they ask, the answers, what's up, welcome. I'm talking about my presentation and stuff. And so the questions they're trying to ask me to see if I'm trying to sell books without cable, which is going to cost, what does that cost? Like $200 or something like that. I'm like, no, I'm not doing that. So I told him if I had a program, this is what I would do. I would. Oh, okay. So go back to the 9 years old. So this is what I would do. I have a program. What's up? Sorry, just at home, doing this Thanksgiving things. If you guys, not Thanksgiving, New Year's thing. If anything's out there happening, I'm sure there's a lot of live stuff going on. Go check them out. Come check me out again later. I'm just at the house. I wanted to go out, but it's like kind of what is that called? Kind of busy, crowded, or something like that. I gotta make a phone call, and you guys get to hear me. So basically, from the 4th grade to the 7th grade, it's about 9 years that goes by. In those 9 years, at $100, the parents will be paying like $10,800, and there's nothing wrong with that. The programs they have is fine. And so he keeps asking me, stuff. So I said, hey, listen, what you guys do from 4 years old, what you guys can do in that 9-year period, I can do in 1 year. So let's just say I had, I'm just boosting them up to not make me look all great and stuff, Not that it's a bad thing, but I told him, how could I say that? If I told the parents, hey, in 10 years, 9 years, you're going to be paying $10,080 for your kid before they start to read. But you pay me $6,000 for 1 year, and I'll guarantee that with your in 1 year, your kids will learn more than what they're teaching you in 9 years. I can do that in 1 year and pay me $6,000. And I just started calculating, $6,000. Let me do the calculator. It's pretty cool. Hopefully it's not too boring. But let's say $6,000 per kid for a year, right? Then you multiply that, let's just say, by 5 kids. Did I use 10? Okay, I'll just use 5. So if I have a kid, 5 kids, students, and everything, then in 1 year, 6,000 in 1 year, that's $30,000. Hey, what's up? What's up? I'm just at home, just blabbing and stuff right now. I'm talking about presentation and stuff. And so I told the guy, I said, so if I can teach what you do in 9 years, I do it in 1 year, but you'll charge $10,000. The cost will be $10,800, but I'll guarantee the parents, I'll do it in 1 year and $6,000. Then if I have one class, just one class, 5 students, that's $30,000 I'll make. Then I'll take that class, multiply by 5 classes, that's $150,000. Now, just say if I do that, I don't want to work on the weekend because I'm lazy and whatever. So I just do that times 5 days, or 5 days. Multiply that by 5. Then that's $750,000. 700. Hey, what's up, third person? Just some thumbs up if you can. That's $750,000 that'll work. That I'll make in 1 year. With 5 kids, or I say 25 kids or something. I forgot what the numbers is. And it'll be $750,000. And I said, and that's just in one classroom from Monday through Friday. That's it. Now, if I take that and I'll open up some more schools. So let's say like in one area, not one area, but one city, I'll open up 5 schools. Oh man. 750,000 a year times 5 schools. Well, that's $3.7 million, right? And then I said, now, if I was to take those 5 schools, and that's only in one prefecture, and I open up 5 locations in all 47 prefectures, well, this is going to be how much money? Huh? Yeah. Okay. And I'm sorry. I think that's it. So that's what I'll make. $176 million, right? And then when I told the dude, I said, so that's just 5 schools. But 5 schools, 5 classes, that's only 20, 25 years old in each prefecture. So let's say like I'd multiply that by 5 classes, or let's say I find 10 teachers. So by 10 classes, then it'll be $1.7 billion. And so what I did was on there, I wrote it and I said, now listen, all I'm doing is trying to show these kids, so you guys, that you can teach young kids grammar, because the quote unquote thing is you can't, because they guess, hey, what's up? Thanks for the thumbs up that you can't do that. So, hey, what's up, new viewer? What's up? Just chatting, Happy New Year's. I'm at home, gonna eat some Pringles and stuff like that. Drink some Aquarius water, some regular water here too. I'm always looking down. I'm sorry, I'm always looking. I need to be looking up at the camera. So anyway, how much was that? So if I were to do that, that would be $1.7 billion. And so I told him that if I have a plan like that, why would I? Because I don't have that outreach. They have like hundreds, students and all that stuff. But if I have a plan where I could teach kids in 1 year how to, by the time they finish in 1 year, they're able to understand grammar and take one word and make their own sentences, why would I sell it to other teachers? That would be stupid. I would just open up my own business and I might franchise it or whatever. And then after those 9 years are up, yeah. And then this is only 1 year, you guys. Okay. And then let's see, multiply that times 9 years. That's what it's going to be. $176 and almost 160 billion dollars. Okay, so I said, why would I teach other people such a program? I wouldn't do that. All I'm doing is just teaching them this one little thing. Man, as soon as I said that, dude came back with, I'm sure he was embarrassed and stuff, because, oh, whatever. I'm like, man, listen, I'm not, you guys, listen, I tell them, when I first started teaching English, I didn't know nothing about the English as a foreign language, English as a second language teaching industry. And the way they teach is good. There is absolutely nothing wrong with what they're doing. But when I came in, I didn't know about it. And so I'm teaching these kids at a whole higher level. And teaching at that higher level is causing them to speak faster, doing everything faster. And I know the people in these groups and stuff that I'm in, they have their own programs. That's what they're using to help their family, support their family and stuff. So I'm not trying to interrupt their flow of money, because there's a whole bunch of money out there, but I told them I was going to do that. So that's what I'm going to do. But it was just funny because it kind of stopped and stuff. But anyway, I want to talk about some women. I had this thing, something happened the other day. We were talking about some women, and it was really good. I can't think of it. If I think of it, I'll let you know. But it was something real good, and it was a really okay. I think it was me and the friend was talking about that thing, men going their own way and talking to women, and it has something to do with that. Okay. Single parity, single moms, homes and stuff. Okay. So we were talking about that. I mean, it was, it's a big subject on YouTube and things like that. Personally, I think, of course, they're doing it because, it's the money thing. Is what's going on. You might, hey, jump on it, on the money, on the cash cow. Let it take you wherever it's going. And so we were talking about that, and it's funny how these guys are blaming their mothers for their lack of discipline. Basically, that's all they're doing. They're just complaining to their mothers about their lack of discipline. My mother didn't do this for me. My mother couldn't discipline me. And I'm thinking to myself, why? Like there's when you're 2 years old or 3 years old and you do something bad, you already know that is bad, but you just testing it to see what the mother said, the father's going to say, or whatever. When you're 10 years old, you know the difference between good and bad, but you're testing just to see how far you can get away with. When you turn 17, when you turn 20 years old, you're a grown man. You can discipline yourself, and I really don't like it when these guys say that a mother can't discipline a boy, because actually the mother has more power in disciplining a boy than the father has disciplining a boy. And the father has more power disciplining a daughter than the mother has disciplining the daughter. Because a boy looks at his father as a mountain that he has to overcome. This father comes in, does something wrong, slaps him, spanks him, bossing him around. But the father's not hugging him like the mother does. The father's not kissing him like the mother does. The mother's not treating him sweet like the mother does. The father does. The father's not treating the boy with the same love that the mother is. And then you look at the daughters, the same thing. Mothers are real hard on the daughters. Don't even let them go anywhere. Of course, she's gonna smack them and call them whatever, the B words or whatever. So, but when she's talking to her son, because maybe he's cute and handsome, and she's like, "Well, I wish my son was a grown man and I could date him," or whatever, they thinking and stuff. Then she's gonna be softer on him. So, in the house, you got the what is it called? I guess the natural order of man's order is the mother and the daughters together doing things, and the father and the son together doing things. But that's not how it works. If you just look at it, the son automatically goes to the father, the daughter automatically goes to the father. Why? I can only speculate, but that's the order. So a father coming home, you come home, your kids in the house sitting on the sofa and doing something stupid. You say, "Get off the sofa," and he'll look at you, you know. And then what's going to happen? Your mom, the wife, come, "Oh no, it's okay, just let them do whatever." And then of course, I mean, not all the time, but sometimes you'll give in to the wife and do that. But it's no good, because that's going to, for one thing, she came in and nullified your authority, and then it gives him an edge saying, "Well, if I want to do something, I can go to my mom." And the same thing with the daughter. In my house, my wife, she spoils both kids, but the son is a little bit more spoiled, maybe because he's older, whatever. But he is really handsome, and so I come in and I have to say something to him. She jumps in. I'm like, "Hey, I'm not talking to you. Step back." Or if she run off at the mouth, because I never hear anything, I just grab him, we go outside, and then I'll tell him, I'm like, "Hey, your mom is teaching you a way that only thing that's going to lead you down the road. The only road that's going to lead." Hey, what's up, Cherry Gaming? Happy New Year, man. Hope everything's well. Hope all you guys out there are the new 2020 millionaires that'll be popping up this year. I want to be one of those. And so I said, your mother is teaching you in a way where you're going to be weak to women. Okay, so stop listening to everything. What I'm telling you, what I'm teaching you is how to be strong to women. And then the same thing with my daughter. My daughter is, the way she talks to her, it's going to be a way with, the way she's dealing with me and stuff, is where she's going to be too rough on guys. You know what I'm saying? And she's not going to give a guy any attention to any time to really get to know her, because she's going to be so tough that they're not going to talk to her and stuff. And so that's how what's going on in my house. But either way, it doesn't matter, because I always talk to my kids and tell them, hey, it's not about whether you got a man or not. It's not about whether you got a woman or not. It's about how are you financially, because you can divorce anytime. Hey, what's up, fourth viewer? Just chit-chatting about single moms. And so I said, you can divorce at any time. But when you divorce, how much money are you going to have? How much is it going to set you back? You know what I'm saying? How much is it going to do? Do you still have that power to make that money? So it's not all about in a home with the single moms. It's not about her trying to discipline you, because you're enough to discipline yourself. You know what I'm saying? If you're old enough, you're into high school, you get you a job. You know what I'm saying? If you can't get a job, then you're supposed to be studying, because those teachers are not teaching you those subjects. So just so you can know them, they're teaching those subjects. So maybe you'll find a career in it, or in those subjects that you might excel in, you can become a millionaire, make your own business and stuff like that. So, and then when you talk about discipline, well, how often did your mother, well, not even, they said the father doesn't discipline the son, but if you have a father who's working from Monday to Friday, 9 to 5, or even if they're an entrepreneur, the time is even less. Okay. So let's say 9 to 5, he gets to work, 9 to 5. How much time during the day does he have to spend with his son? Because when he gets home at 5, which he might take an hour to drive, let's say home 45 minutes an hour, he get home about 6, he's tired, got a shower, and take about 30 minutes or whatever, take a shower, shave again or whatever you got to do, change clothes, and you sit down and eat, and you say, "Hey kids, how you doing? I love you. How was school today? Any problems? Anything?" And the kids, they're not trying to sit and talk to the father. They trying to go out and play their video games, or go out in the hoop-de-ville, or go out and do what they doing. They ain't got time to be talking to their fathers anyway. If they're little kids, they're gonna be running around, with their cartoons and stuff, But the mothers, if she's there all day, then they're going to have an interaction with her. While she's there and they do something wrong, their mama gonna slap you. Your mama's the one that's going to discipline you because she's around you more. She knows you more and stuff. Then your father come home. You might have time to be on the weekend, but who really want to spend time with their fathers on the weekend when they can go to the mall and they can do this, and then he's tired. You know what I'm saying? So all this discipline stuff, you can't blame it on the mother because you're in school from 8 to 3, so that's roughly 9 hours. All those adults in your schools spend more time with you during the day, or active time during the day, than your own parents do. They're the ones who are disciplining you. They're the ones who are teaching you. They're the ones that you're learning a lot of bad habits from. What about when you're hanging out in the streets? You got other people who are disciplining you, because discipline is not where you correct someone. Discipline is also a training. So let's say with your friends, and when you got to hang out with certain friends. Sorry, I got you. So my body is so dry. When you're hanging out with friends, they're gonna discipline you, or the word discipline is train. They're gonna train you. Well, when you with me, you got to do this. When you with me, you got to do that. So, so a lot of these guys still not. Hey, what's up? The second person just chit chatting, single moms and stuff. But if you're a man and you blame your mother for not disciplining you while you were a child, that is really ridiculous. Because did you want your mama spanking you? Did you want your mama putting you on all that stuff? No. But she did it for a reason. And the reason she didn't was because you did something wrong. And they're going to ask you, why did you do something wrong? I don't know. Did you know before you did that was wrong? Yes. So the mother don't discipline you before you do a punishment. You get disciplined after. You don't get disciplined before you do something wrong. You get disciplined after you do something wrong. And you know what? Maybe I need to change. I'm gonna have to redo this because my just saying Happy New Year. But yeah, Happy New Year. You can talk about anything, right? So basically, if any of you guys out there who had the problem with life and you think it's because you weren't disciplined by your mother, what's up? What's up? It's not your mother. It's not your mother. A single mother's only responsibility to discipline you. First person's responsibility is yourself, because once you get in this junior high school, 10 years old, you already know the difference between good and bad and everything. So you guys, if any of you guys are out there in that, get off of that, because these guys are on there, they're doing what they're doing, making their money and stuff, and it's okay, but understand, the difference between the reality and what, because your teachers, grown people that you go to school with, that you're in college with, they're also disciplining you, and you're supposed to discipline yourself. But, I'm here sitting in Japan because of the choices I made. Okay. I'm sitting here holding this phone because of a decision I just made. So I am here because of decisions that I made, and I know before I made those choices whether they were good or bad. So that's it. Okay. So anything you guys want to talk about? Because I'm good. Oh man, I think I already said that. And oh no, I didn't recently. Oh, so I went to the club with a friend, right? Oh man, so it's this club called the Pink in Osaka. You guys got to go check it out. It's big. A lot of guys, a lot of women, a lot of picking up going on in there. A lot of beautiful women in there. Young stuff in their 20s, and I'm just in there chilling and stuff. And I wonder if I made a video about that. I'm not sure. I'm sure it was just last week and I never made any. No, so I didn't. So I'm just chilling and in the front, just dancing by myself. And guys come up and dance with me and all that stuff. And then this girl came over. And if I repeat myself, I'm so sorry. And she was coming over to me. And it was before I went to the front of the stage, And while she was coming, these two not Nigerian, but Senegal kids came over and they jumped between us before she got to me, trying to get a number. This girl is bad. I mean, I got a photo of her because we took a picture together, me, her, and her friend. She is fine. I mean, I can't. I wish I could put her picture up here, but oh my god, she is bad. And so I'm like, cool, whatever. Because I don't go to clubs trying to pick up women. Just gonna get my dance on, my groove on and stuff, right? So I'm at the front of the stage. There was this one girl there, she just standing there. She looked okay. Wasn't dressed in anything, flashy or anything. So I looked at her, I said, hey, let's dance. So we danced a little bit. And then the Japanese guys come squirming around and stuff. And I said, hey, dance with her. No, no. So I just grabbed him, pulled him in front of the dance, So she's dancing with like 5 or 6 guys. Of course, she's happy. They're happy too. Then this girl's, they're standing next to me, the cute girl and her friend, both of them are fine. And they're like this, they're pointing at me like this, but they're like doing this. So I'm not sure if they're just faking because they're trying to take my picture or not. So what I did was I was like, yay, what's up, what's up, what's up? And they started laughing and stuff. And then I looked to see what they were doing. They actually were taking pictures of themselves. Did you smash? No, man, I don't smash. No, I don't. I mean, before I used to go to the clubs, and if I did smash, it would be within the first few minutes that I'm there. Oh, you smashed any Koreans? I think so. One was in Nagoya. She had these things on her face, but she was pretty though, but she's tall, nice body. So I used to go I used to go to Nagoya during her lunch break from Wakayama, way before I got married. And just go to Nagoya to meet her on her lunch break. We would eat and smash. And maybe do that like 2 or 3 times a week. That's crazy. It's a lot of money, a lot of traveling. And any others other than that? No, she was real cute. I met another Korean girl. She was all right looking, but she was like really westernized. And talking to her, it was like, you know how you get some of these women who they know they want to smash, but they just talking on that crap, and they just don't want to come out and say, hey, let's do it. So she was like that. So we went on a few times and stuff. Actually, this is how we met. We went on the train. I was with another friend. And so we on the train, and he's kind of acting sophisticated and all this stuff. So I'm like, whatever. So I'm talking about sex. He tried to be all intellectual and stuff. And I'm like, listen, we're on the train, all this intellectual stuff. You're talking this a whole bunch of hypothesis and stuff. I don't want to talk about that. So then he said, well, you should be talking about sex on the train, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, look at these guys. They read these cartoon pornography books. Everybody know it. They're not ashamed. The women ain't no telling what they reading because they always have their book covers on. They could be reading male cartoon books too because they have a lot of cartoons out here that has a lot of romance and stuff in it. And so I said, plus a lot of them probably don't even know what I'm talking about. Oh, they probably do. I'm like, but so what? They don't care. They doing what they doing, And that's the beauty of being in Japan. You can get on the train, talk about whatever you want because nobody, if they have an interest, they'll say something, but nobody won't say, don't talk about that, like you would be in the States. Like it would happen in the States. So that Korean girl was just literally, I'm like, this is me. Okay. This is me. And she's like literally standing above me, hey, get out here. And she's literally standing up, in front of me. So I looked up at her and I'm like, do you understand what I'm saying? She said, yes. I said, do you understand every word she said? I was like, oh, wow. I was like, okay. I said, are you offended? She said, no. I said, what do you think about it? She said, oh, no, it's good. I like it. So I said, okay, let me get your number. So I got her number. Of course, he did. He got his number too. Dude, later on, when she called me, she said, yeah, my friend called me and told me you married and blah, 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 and this and that. And I'm like, I'm married? Huh? On this? And I wasn't even married at that time, I don't think. And I was just tripping and stuff, and I'm like, why would he say that? Because he married too. But did I call her or she called me? I'm not sure because if I called her, it's weird because I usually don't call them. So And then plus she wasn't all that beautiful. So, oh, I know why I called her because later on, I would have never. Hey, thanks for the thumbs up. I would have never thought about calling her. Next time we meet, you know, what dude said? He said, "Yeah, man, I called her. Me and her hung out. We were talking, had a good conversation, and blah blah blah." And I think he told me uh, that he told her some stuff, some hating stuff about me. You know, it's like undercover stuff. And I'm like, I'm just looking at dude, and I'm like, why would you even call a girl and talk about some other? I don't understand guys when guys do that. I really don't understand it, you know. And so I think that's why I called her. And I called her. I'm like, "Yo, what's up?" You know, and she just started spilling the beans. What he said, I'm like, "Nah." I'm like, "Why are you guys even talking about me?" You know. So maybe she called me because I don't call. That's if I called her and start arguing. No, she called me, and so we talking about talking that. And I'm like, "Hey, why are you even talking about me and everything?" So we get into conversation and she's talking about him. And I'm like, "We gonna be tomorrow?" "I don't know," and all this stuff. I'm like, "Well, okay, why you call me? What is this conversation all about?" So she said she wanted to hook up because I'm like, he's kind of a little short. I'm kind of tall and stuff, which shouldn't matter. Japan, it really doesn't matter. But she did have some inches over him and stuff. And she said she wanted to meet up. So we met up and we was talking, and her conversation was like, "Whoa, now I can see why he's single," and stuff like that. And uh it was like one of those. Well, if you're gonna be with me, this is real step one. Like, and I'm like, she's like, I'm in an interview or something trying to date her. I'm like, "Yo, hold on. I'm not trying to talk to you. We friends, whatever." No, actually, I was married at the time. I said we friends and everything, but I am not sexually interested in you at all. Not a little bit, no. So if I want to do that, I said no. Yeah, I don't believe it. I said, listen, I was a virgin until I was 20. From the time I was 20, I had a whole bunch of women in LA come talking about they want to sleep with me. And I'm like, no, because I was really into Christianity. And when I did start doing it, it wasn't like I was running from different girls. It was just like one girl, one girl, one girl, one girl, and stuff like that. Occasionally, I might have one on the side, but it would have been somebody I already knew or somebody that had a previous something doing. But most of my girlfriends I was just like a one woman man. That was it. And so she didn't believe it. But I think we ended up meeting like 3 more times. And I'm like, every time we meet, she complained and complained. I'm like, why are you calling me? I'm not your father. I'm not, this or that. So eventually we stopped talking and stuff. But after the phone call, when I ran into him again, I was like, man, why? I'm like, why you? It was like, even before I said, why you? I didn't say, why you hating or why you saying that. The first thing I said to him was, why are you talking to me about some girl that we met on the train? I don't understand that. No, no. And he started confessing what he was. I'm like, listen, I don't care what you started, whatever. I don't care. I understand you like that. My question is, why would you call her and use, wow. Wow. I don't know what's wrong. Anyway, it says the connection is unstable. They're trying to connect. Guys hating game. Yeah. I'm like, listen, because when I said why you, he interrupted me thinking, why didn't mean, thought I was gonna get on about his hating stuff. I'm like, why? It says, man, that's some whacked mess to rat you out on like that. Yeah. I would tell most black men to be king, not tourist, not a tourist, stay longer. Not shorter regardless of jobs. Well, I tell most black men to be a king, not a tourist, stay longer or shorter regardless of jobs. I totally don't understand the second part. But yeah, let's come on here and be you. What's up, fifth person? So I said, why did you? Why would you? I'm like, man, my question, be quiet. Why would you go and talk to the girl about me? Talking about me is not going to get you into her mind, her heart, or wherever you want to get her to, or sleep with her. That's not going to happen. You should have talked to her and talked about yourself. Why are you going to talk about me? Well, I'm like, man, that's lame. I mean, it's not even a point of you even hating. That's not even. I mean, that comes with the territory. If you got two guys on the train and one guy gets the number first, and then the guy that's with you get the number two, well, that's some hating stuff anyway. So just for him even asking for the number, that's just kills the whole show, right there. So it was interesting though, but yeah, it's like when I go to clubs and if I'm with guys, I do not talk to women, and I think I was with someone too, but I don't like macking the women when I'm with guys because of the fact that my age, my looks, versus the way they look, their age, their thoughts, or whatever, and it's this little competition that's going on with this little hidden agenda where I can come in and snatch, But I got their numbers. I got their numbers, and the number is when you hang out with some friends, they're not like that. And I mean, it's like, well, why would you hang out with people like that? I mean, your own parents gonna do some dirt. What's up? What's up? Your own parents gonna do some dirt, so it doesn't even matter. But the whole thing is, you got, you just have people that's like that. So what I know they hate like that. What I do, I go to the club, see a girl, grab her. Hey, here you go. What about to her? Snap. I just grab her, come over to his face. Good. Yo, man, what do you think about her? Is she fine, man? Why don't you throw your Mac? Why you gotta do that, man? Well, I mean, I want to talk to her. She cute. So I'm giving you a chance before I even say hi to her. Mac, throw your Mac, man. No, man. No, man. No, man, that's cold. Walk away. Then I just go and do my stuff in peace. Oops. Okay, second part of me, save up your finances, plan out if you're staying, plan out your stay. Let's get that country for at least 2 months, then try going back to work for a longer trip. That's for me. Oh yeah, you know what? That is yeah, do that. That's where the money is in financing, investing. But when it comes to that, that's something when I tell guys too, But later, a good thing what you should do to add to that is tell them if they have make sure that before they go traveling to get a degree. If you're gonna come to Japan, you need at least a degree. If you're gonna go to Cambodia, you don't need a degree. Other places, you don't need any degree. Other places, you need a bachelor's. So tell them, go to school because it doesn't matter if it's going to take long or not, But I tell people take that time before you travel and get that education, or at least start getting that education, because once you go overseas and you see, great, make a product or online course for investment. Yes, do that. And so. Thanks for the thumbs up, the 5 people. Yes. And so the whole thing is when you travel overseas and you want to stay, but you don't have the degrees and stuff, and then you got to come back to the States, it really crushes a lot of people. You just smash, because going overseas, konnichiwa, what's up, business in the house. Hey, 90, what's that? 90291? Is that the area code? Got to get my Series 65 license. Well, I still got my I wonder if it's from Venice or not. No, not. But I still got my ID card. I got to get my Series 65 license. Will be a piece of cake. No degree required to be a financial advisor. Maybe yes. Be sure. Like, hey, it's like this. If you can bounce and be a financier, like financial advice, but I'm talking about living. I think we're talking about living. I guess that's the second half if you deaf. Stay longer, not shorter. Oh, you mean for a long trip? Oh, okay. Rob Mesh, listen. What you're saying is exactly good. And there's nothing wrong with you saying. I was just saying my version of what I would do because everybody have different versions of stuff. My version, your version is perfect. 90291. See? Oh, that's right. I don't know why I keep remembering that. 90291. They need to make it. I need to tell somebody in the hood to make a 90291 hat. Right. Black man cry over by that. Cry over by that. Oh man, I am not sure what you're trying. Let me say. Black men cry about that. My whole thing is when you travel overseas, you meet a nice woman, you might want to stay. But if she ain't trying to marry you, or even if she do marry you, you still need that degree, then it's going to crush you when you come back because you're going to like, oh my God, man, I was in heaven. I come back to this place. I just like a lot of people, it really crushes their dreams. And and a lot of people say it doesn't. But when you have guys that come to Japan or even get so involved in Japan where they're calling me constantly, weekly, talk for hours about Japan, about their life, everything. And then you got to coach them all through college, but like one of my friends, we talk about math and, he finally got his degree. It's not the one from New York. I think it's another. I think it's in DC or something like that. But I don't think he's from New York. But he was talking about going to school and all the problems he had at home and stuff. So, okay. Gotcha. Yeah. That's why I tell guys, get a degree before you travel. But those who do travel go back, they realize that they do need that degree because you have to have that degree to get that job so you can live there and then explore your fun and stuff and things you want to do. So when these guys that haven't even been over there yet, but they know a lot about Japan, or the ones who travel and come back, like I said, that one guy, I'm coaching them, with all kinds of stuff, and then I was telling him how easy math is, and he's like, no, and then he finally went to college, and he said he aced physics and all this. I'm like, you ace physics, man. I gotta see. Oh, how can I get it? See it? I'm telling you it's easy, and then you talking about it's difficult. You don't like math, and you take it, and you get an A. But actually, I didn't really try in physics. Actually, physics was when I realized that when it comes to studying, the vocabulary really is important because if someone talks about a polar and you don't know what polar means, I'm just going to mess with you. You know what? I got some ice cream right here. Haagen-Dazs. Let me squeeze it and see how soft it is. I think I need to put this in the freezer. I'm sitting here talking for a whole hour. This house is hot. Oh, I lost 10 pounds, maybe 12 pounds. I'm so happy I'm watching what I'm eating. And so, watching these guys over all these years, I'm talking about lots of guys, going to college, some, lucky, come over, go back, come over and go back. But when they come back and see what's here, and then they got to go home because they took the mistake. And bro, I'm staying in the gym, got to get back lifting, man. Okay, no problem. I'm staying in the gym, got to get back into lifting, man. So you're in the gym, I guess that's what you're saying. Good, so am I. Okay. So anyway, you coaching these guys. I hopefully, Rob, you're talking about coaching, right? And you're coaching the guys, and you see how even if they haven't been overseas, the knowledge from the videos they got of other people has affected them, or those who actually went over and then come back. And these guys are, and I know what they're thinking. I'm like, man, I should have paid attention to school, got my degree, and then went over and I've been good. Then they got to come back and do what they should have did the first time, So that's why uh, when a lot of my friends they complain about life, what's up, six people? Everybody chime in. When people get upset about their life, they complain to me, and I'm listening to these grown men talking. Complain. I'm like, listen, man, listen, bro, it's like this. If you would have did what you're supposed to do in junior high school, if you would have did what you're supposed to have done in junior high school and high school, we wouldn't be having this conversation right now. That's all I got to say. These guys burst into laughter. Man, that's messed up, man. Why you got to say that? Well, because I don't want to hear you complaining. You can't blame nobody but yourself. I'm saying, oh, man, that's cold, man. Could you get a associate's degree and teach English in? You can do it in Japan. Okay, the whole thing about the degrees, I think, and it's not about getting a visa or being required a visa. You have to go to customs, the immigrations, and ask them whether their requirements are. The minimum requirement in Japan to get a visa to teach English is an AA degree, but you don't even need. Then you can fly over, man. You got that? Fly over. I'll pick you up at Kansai Airport tomorrow morning. That means you got a few hours. Better go get on that plane. You know what I'm saying? Because you got 9 hours. I don't know where you're coming from, but yeah, get there and come over. Because a lot of guys come over here and they finish their BAs and stuff, bachelor's online and stuff like that. So this is what it is. It's not what the school requires. They require certain degrees so that you can, for I guess the quote unquote appearance of their schools. You have a person with BH. Came out wrong. With a bachelor's, was like, what's that dude? That first transformer. But anyway, the best teachers are the ones with master's degrees, right? If you got a bachelor's degree, it looks for them. A master's degree, it looks better for them. PhD looks even better for them and stuff like that. AA, it's like, but in Japan, the minimum requirement to get a humanitarian visa, whatever it's called, is to work in the school is an AA degree. So Japan is very lenient. Now in Korea, they're saying the same thing they're saying in Japan. If you need a job, you need a bachelor's degree. Well, those are the companies who want that. Okay. What is it like teaching? Yo, man. I don't work in the school, so I have no idea how it is. I gotta eat, man. I'm sorry. And a lot of people also, they work in these schools, and sometimes it's a lot of work from what I hear. But I have my own school. I work in a nursery school, and it's fun. I mean, I do what I want to do, so it's fun. It's fun. You get to meet a lot of the mothers, sometimes the fathers and stuff. But I think that the beauty of it is, for me, teaching English is what these kids accomplish. I don't know if you can. Gosh, my eyes. You got to drink. I say in Japan, you got to drink a lot of water in summer because you don't sweat, which you actually do. And past few weeks or so, I've been thinking crazy. Because my eyes, I need to keep a little shower so you just my eyes so I can keep it moisturized. And then I don't need this heat on too. That ain't helping. Turn this thing off. Let's see. So I'm gonna show you this video. I can't show you a video, but I'm going to play a couple of video. Oh wow, no. Okay, so here's my students reading, and let's see. Okay, so here's a 45-second one. Okay, I don't know if you guys can see it, but I'm going to play it. And I think this student might be my 4-year-old student, and she learned to read English in 4 months. Wait.
Do you want to go shopping?
Wait, I'm trying to see the name. Wait, hold on. Okay, so this girl. Wait. Hold on. So she's 5 years old. Okay.
What are you doing? I am reading a book. Do you want to go shopping? Yes, I want to go shopping. What do you want to buy? I want to buy ice cream. Okay, let's go. Okay, here I come.
Okay, so that's 5 years old kid, right? Yeah. She learned to read in 4 months, man. 4 months. Let me check this out. This is their sizes, couple more. I want to show you. Okay, who's this? Okay.
Yes.
So I asked if I can take a video of our kid reading.
Thank you, Edith. I want to go to the bookstore. What time are you going? I am going at 1 o'clock. I want to go with you. Okay, please come with me. Okay, thank you.
How old are you, Mika?
Huh?
How old are you? How old are you? How old are you?
7歳.
Okay. And then, she's Nana side. That's the wrong one. But it's funny, huh? Because something simple as what is your name? And she doesn't answer it, but she can read, you know. So it's like, I don't know, it's kind of weird, you know, but I don't ask for their names and stuff. But here's a 4-year-old, and she's speed reading, but she makes one mistake. But she's reading at 4. Wait. Wait. Hold on. Huh? Wait, hold on. Oh no.
Let's go shopping. What are you doing?
Wait.
Let's go shopping. What are you doing? Do you want to go shopping? Yes, I want to go shopping. What do you want to buy? I want to go ice cream. Okay, let's go. Okay, here I come.
So she's speed reading. She made one mistake. I went to something, but 4 months, right? So that's the pleasure I have, you know, the way I teach and stuff. And I show this to other teachers, put it online and stuff. And a lot of people, oh, that's impossible. You teaching too fast. Their brain's not developed. You know, I don't understand why. Your brain is not developed. You're 4 years old and your brain is not developed. I don't get that. You know what I'm saying? But so the pleasures for me is, you know, it's real cool. But you know, I'm doing something really different than what the other teachers do. And plus, when I look at the kids, I look at them as not like little kids and special. I just look at them as regular human beings, you know. So it's interesting, but it's fun. But it just depends on the job and where you are working and stuff like that. And then too is who you're working with, because I hear in the schools, instead of saying a, they tell you to say on and stuff like that. So it just depends. But for me, it's fun. You know, I gotta eat. But for me, it's fun. I enjoy it and stuff. Okay, let me think of something else to talk about. Anything you guys want to talk about? Anything? Let me know. Oh, so I didn't finish the story with the club. So what happened was there was like a stand behind them, and so I'm facing towards her. She's facing towards the stand. Her friend, for somehow, kind of stands out of the picture. This girl turns around, put her hands on the counter, I want to stand, stick her out and just put it right into my crotch and just start moving and stuff. So I'm just females out there, bro. You know, I'm always gonna ask. Okay, so I'm telling this story, right? So she put her hands up on the stage, turn around, put her butt right into my crotch. I'm like, whoa, what is this woman doing? So the first instant was because she had on this like this fur kind of outfit on, all white, you know. And when she did it, you know, it was so high that I could just took my hand, like put it up under her her shorts and stuff, you know, and just start rubbing them behind and stuff. But I'm like, I'm not here to pick up women. I'm not here to take these Japanese women from these young girls from these young men. So it's better for them, you know. So I kind of grabbed her waist because I didn't want to like totally reject her, you know what I'm saying? So I grabbed her waist, you know, grinded a couple of times, like 2 seconds, and I was off, you know. And then she turned, looked at me, and I tapped his window. He's like real tall Japanese guy, real handsome guy. And I said, "Come on, dance with her, dance with her." And he was like, "No, no, no." And then she looked at me, and I guess she wanted to dance again. But like I said, I just go to clubs just to have fun. You know, I'm not really trying to pick up any women and stuff. I meant to get her contact because maybe you know teach English and stuff, but just all went out my mind. I just spaced off and went somewhere else. And the same thing happened. I think 2 weeks ago, and I went to a club last weekend. Last weekend, maybe. The same club, friend of mine, Ghana Ghana, DJ Ghana Ghana. You guys, he's online or he's online. I think you might have official account. WhatsApp, he's on there. Guys, hook up with him. He's a real cool dude. And so we went to the club again, and these Japanese guys, young Japanese guys, one was almost my height, one was a little shorter, and they were like, "Hey, you know," I'm just sitting there, just standing there, you know, women walking by, and I guess they must have saw me interacting or dancing. I guess if they think if you dance, you're a Mac or whatever. What's up, fifth person? Thanks for all the thumbs up, everybody in the house. And so he was like, "Yo, man," and he spoke English. You know, he said, "Hey, how do you pick up the women?" I'm like, "Huh? What are you talking about?" He's like, "Yeah, how do you pick up the women?" And the reason he asked me that was because I'm standing there, people passing by us, right? I'll say, okay, so I'm standing here, and he's standing here. Okay, he's standing like here, and people walking by like this. Okay, so you know, they're just walking in and out. Right here was a girl, you know, young girl, young woman, 3 Japanese guys, and I guess they're trying to mac to her. You know, if she's with a friend or not, I don't know. So I'm standing. Let me move this so you guys can see this. You can't see it. So basically, I'm sorry. Per Pure B, I didn't get the thing that you sent me yet. But I'm gonna get it soon. Um, I'm standing here. Okay, I'm standing here. The guy's standing here, and the girl's like in front of us, and all these people. For some reason, she begs all the way up into me and just start moving and grinding. I'm like, "Yo, what's up?" So I grab her. She's like really thin and everything, almost like skin and bones. And she's grinding. Oh, what the heck is this? You know? And so I kind of like ease her forward across the lane back into the crowd of the guys, you know. And so the guy said, and then later he was like, "Oh man, how do you pick up the girls?" I'm like, "What do you mean pick up the girls?" He said, "Yeah, how do you do that?" And I'm like, "Just ask." He said, "Show me." One Japanese girl just happened to go by, you know, and she had like a hoodie on or something, you know, those winter jacket, down jackets, since they come down jackets out here. But those winter jackets, you know, with the ski jackets and stuff, right? And so I kind of tapped on it. She stopped. She said, "Yeah," and it's perfect English. I'm like literally blown away. And I said, "How you doing?" She said, "Good, good." And I said, "Yo, how you been? Happy New Year's, Happy Year's, Marcus. Yeah, yeah, yeah." And so I said, "Hey, give this guy your number." And "You're lying." And she looked at me like, "Huh?" I said, "Yeah, don't worry. You can always block." She said, "All right." So she went over and said, "Where you from?" And he would start speaking in English, and you know, I guess you can tell by his accent that he was Japanese. She, "Nihonjin desu ka?" Yeah. "Oh, okay." And she changed the number, but it wasn't for him. It was for it wasn't for this guy. It was for his friend. And so she gave it to him. She lived in Hyogo. Hyogo got a lot of fine women out there and stuff. So Then after I got that, I looked at him and I said, okay, then I got you guys a number, buy me a drink. Man, the motherfuckers are like, I don't have money and stuff. I was like, I messed up. Because usually what I do is I always tell the guys to give me, if I give them a number, give me a drink. And that's it, yes or no. So I got played myself. But I mean, that was it. Hey, get the girl your number. Get the guy your number. Let's get a number. That was it. It's just simple as that, That's like back in the old days, right? The homies walk up to the girls and stuff. I'm like, yeah, what can I do to get with you? But then when Sugar Hill and them came out, or when they finally came to Venice anyway, and you had the zodiac signs, or I don't know if they made it, but the zodiac sign, you so fine with your sign and all of that stuff, then that's when Mackin to the women became very complicated. It went from what can I get to you, do to get with you, and you might get the answers nothing, or you got to do this or nothing. Just go together. I had one relationship was like that. Like, I'll tell you a second. To now, can I take you out to dinner? And I'll pay you $500. I know you're not going to make love to me, first night, but I could take you out for 5 times over the course of 2 months. $500 dinner. So it's $2,000 I spending. Maybe I can have a kiss or whatever. I'm like, you guys are doing it backwards. Go back to the old days, save yourself some money and say, what can I do? And she'll say, well, you got to take me to dinner. If you walk up to a woman and say, hey, how you doing? I like you. What can I do to get with you? She said, well, you got to take me out to dinner 5 times and dinner can't be less than $500. What would you do? Happy New Year, Marcus. I hope everything's going good with your 3D stuff going on out there, man. I want to see that. He's only black. He is only black man in Japan documenting his experience, while manospheric men only do live streams, which I like, but we want something different for blah blah blah. Okay, he is. I am not sure what you are talking about. Wait, hold on. Is that monospherics? That's a new word. Well, I wouldn't say it's a new word, but being in Japan, you tend to lose meanings for a lot of that simp shit. Whoa. Oh, so anyway, when you guys cuss, they got these monitoring things. So I can't find it. I'm trying to do something with it, but it's not working. So whatever. But anyway, you guys, if you cuss, it's going to come in monitoring. And I think I let it's hidden. So I made a mistake and hid it. So you got to. They said it's hidden for views. So if you cuss or anything, then you gotta do that. Let's see, man. No, spheric. Hey, okay. So, what do you mean simping? What's simping? Because monospherics. Okay, so I'm looking up the word monospherics and spheric, and it's not giving me a definition. So they have non-spherics and ionospherics and mesospherics and non-spherics and more spherics. So you gotta give me the definition of that. Okay. So a lot of guys talk about women. How do I pick up women? Well, my game is not as strong as well, actually, I won't say it's not strong, but I go after the wrong women. I just talk to any woman. And the type of women I have to go for are the women who are beautiful. 7 or above. 5 people in the house again. 7 thumbs up. You guys chime in. Wrong. I got my cursor over the B, and it looks like it says wrong. Rob. You have to. Okay, so I can't start even. Okay, good. Okay, that's good. Yeah, you got all the some skills, man. You need to be on YouTube. Making you some mini movies and stuff. Drink water. Stop blinking so much. Okay, now while I drive, my wife brought me this furry kind of pajamas, so I wear that, and it's hot, and I'm sleep under 2 covers, and it's just pulling all this fluid from our body and stuff. And then I look at my neck, I'm like, whoa, I look like I'm getting old. So it wasn't, it was like, it's okay now. It's getting a little better. But before it was like, oh my God, because older people, if they don't drink water, their skin shrinks because your skin needs a lot of water, so it gives it that elasticity and stuff. And as like a fruit, as it loses fluid, it shrinks and shrinks, and that's what happened to the older bodies. And a lot of people end up dying from heart attacks or whatever because you need water, in your body to even keep your heart moving and stuff. So drink a lot of water, and your body will stay good forever. But let's see. So when I go to clubs, I really don't pick up women. But my game, like I said, my game is good if I talk to women from 7 to 10s or 8 to 10s. Look at me. I don't look probably as handsome as 100% of you guys. I got the gray hair, which I need to cut. I see these little patches or maybe that's probably my gray hair. I think it's gray hair. But I don't look all that handsome. I talk to these women, 23, 24. I don't talk to them. They come and talk to me. Oh, you're so handsome, blah, blah, blah. Maybe it's that old thing, how these young guys like these older men and stuff where they think they're more attractive than younger guys or whatever. But my game is if I want to get a woman, she has to be beautiful. If she's not beautiful or don't think she's beautiful, she's not going to give me time, And wait. I want to know about the days of when you did pick up women broad, and I have a few grades myself. Almost. Wow. Okay. So in Japan or in America? Because my pickup game, it wasn't. I never really did pick up. Now you're talking about manosphere. Okay. This definition. Manosphere. Okay. Let's see what that is. See, when you don't know what it means, just look it up. Nope, it's not coming back. Manosphere. That must be a new word. And then look it up on what's that thing called? Look up on the internet. Manosphere. Been over here in Japan. Oh, okay, yeah, it is a word. And it means a loose collection of predominantly web-based misogynistic movements associated with the alternative right. Huh? What the heck? Wait, hold on. Anti-feminism, fathers' right. Oh, okay. Okay. I kind of thought that's what you were headed towards. Let me see your original. Ah, okay. Hey, thanks for the comment. Okay, now I understand what you're saying. Basically, I talk about my experiments while the guys who are getting punked by women are doing live stream. Yeah. Yeah, that's true. But like I said, yeah, a lot of them do that. Like, I don't know if this is one guy, he's out in Tokyo, and he's talking about his mom. No, not moms, but single mothers. And so I just typed something, and this dude read something. The GSG50. No, I'm reading the definition of manosphere. And I'm getting off the subject, but his subject came first. Let me finish. I'm sorry. I had made a comment. This dude was like, "Huh? Who's this GS350 JPN person?" And I was basically stand up for the single moms. He dude told me to call in. I'm like, cool. I called him. Man, I'm talking. Where you at? Tokyo. You married? Yes. Bam. As soon as he said that, I already knew his situation. Man, every guy here who's married to a Japanese woman pretty much is getting pumped, except for me. My wife talking shit or whatever. But most of them are getting pumped. and he's not black. He's white. He's white. So it's probably like 99.9% of them definitely getting dogged out. So soon as she said that, I'm like, okay, I already know this dude coming from. Then he started saying all this stuff that I didn't really want to say against it because I know I could have checked him, but I kept telling him that it's cool what you're doing. I know you're making your money and everything, but don't have me call in and then you're gonna try to punk me because I don't want to say anything that's gonna mess up your clients and your the money because I know that he kept doing that and stuff. So I gave him a little bit of stuff and he'll say something personal. So I changed it around and said something to him and then he get it personal. And I'm saying, see, he's like, I said, he said, oh, so you insulted me? I said, no, I'm just doing what you did to me. And what it was it went from an aggressive thing to me disciplining him on how to speak to me in such a way where, hey, I'm 55 years old. You're 33. You can't tell me shit except for some technology. You know what I'm saying? I'm 55 years old. You 33. You can't tell me shit unless it's about some new technology, something I didn't learn, But you can't tell me anything about relationships with women because I know how most of them is. The relationships break up in 3 ways, in 4 ways. 3 ways. It's going to be death, it's going to be divorce, or it's going to be breaking up. Now you choose which one. Okay. Now, if you choose the death one, down, you the Mac. And I got much respect. If it's divorce, if it's breakup, you know what I'm saying? So I had to check him. And then to the point where I was saying, hey, he eventually we got the respect going mutual. And it was really, once the respect was there, it really wasn't anything to say. So we hung up, and then he started all this stuff, and some dude. We talking about single mom. This one dude was single dad. He came in and started talking about what he doing. Thinking, well, I'm 55 years old, and this and that, and he a single dad, and all. And I'm like, what the hell? You're a grown fucking man. What the hell are you talking about? You're a single dad. You know what I'm saying? All parents are singles. I mean, you do it in tag teaming, but even though if your wife's in the house, you're still going to have disagreements on how to discipline kids or what to do anyway. So it doesn't matter. But anyway, so you want me to pick up? What I'm saying is, what part do you want to? Because I think you want to the nitty gritty. You mean when I walk up to the girl and say, "How you doing?" Let's go. Okay, I got one of those stories. So, I saying with these 2 dudes from the States. Oh, 7 people in the house. Get some thumbs up. Just talking about stuff. Right now, I'm answering Alaska Whiskey's question. Okay, give him a story. So there was this club called 7 Days Till It's closed now, but it was the bomb hip hop. Guys going there, women going up in there. So these 2 guys came to visit. One guy already knew him. He already knew my game, but I guess he went back to America, got stuff. So I'm like, yeah, man, it's easy to get these girls right here. No, and at the time I had my car and stuff. I said, watch this. There's one girl coming and said, I don't know if she was drunk or nothing, whatever. I said, hey, what's up? She's like, oh, cool, and we just talking and stuff. So she goes and they laugh. And I'm like, well, what do you want? Nah, we want to see more. I'm like, what? So this other girl coming down and she's like, oh, what's up? How you doing? Long time no see. She's like, oh, yeah. How you doing? I said, yeah, what you been up to? She's like, oh, nothing, whatever. So I jumped in the car. I'm like, yo, come on. I got my new car. You want to get in? She's like, all right, we got in the back seat, man. I whipped it out. She started blah, 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 blah. Talking all that crap and stuff, And I'm sitting there going like, okay, And then she realized that she didn't know me. And she was like, okay, I got to go. And she left. So I got out the car. These guys were like, wow, I can't believe you did that. Oh my God, what happened? And I'm like, nothing. We just got in the car and, I just took my hands and did like that. And she just started talking. That was it. Of course I didn't tell them. Of course I told them exactly what happened. I can't say on YouTube. But if you're talking about those stories, those are like I don't really have a lot of stories because that was like, you know, like when you hang out with your homies and stuff, and the guy said, "Oh, that girl fine. I bet you won't go over there and get her." You know, next thing you know, I go over there. Not only do I get her, but I'll come back all blinged out and stuff. Like, whoa, how'd you get that in 5 minutes? No, I'm joking. But that's how I am, because I'm just straight to the point, because sometimes, I don't know if you guys watched that, what's that videos called? GS350 versus 3PUAs. You guys need to go watch that. It's a classic video. And I wish that shit would have been live. But anyway, are you talking about those kind of stories, or are you talking about the stories where you could walk over to a girl and say, "How you doing?" Now, I will tell you, there's was this because talking too much, talking too fast, slow down, think, those old type words. I like them saying it. Okay, like I went to this one club. I forgot the name of it. It was in Nagoya, and I'm just sitting there chilling. Like I said, I just go to clubs and just chilling and stuff, doing my dance. There was this one window. He was shaped like this in the club, right? But I mean, I think we go to the bathroom, whatever. And this one Japanese girl staring at me, staring at me. I'm looking like, why is she looking at me like that? So I walk over to her. I say, "Hey, what's your number?" Blah, blah. She gave me a number. We danced a little bit. That was it. She lived in Ozaki. And then I didn't call her or anything. And then I think it was later that year. It was New Year's, like it is now. But I think it was maybe a little snow at that time. And I said, "Hey, I called her. What you doing? Nothing. With your friends?" "Yeah." Like, "Oh, okay, and then come down to Japan." I mean, not Japan. Ugh, come down to Japan. Come down to uh, Osaka. And I'm not sure. Yeah, I think they came. She said, okay, so they got on her and her sister got on that train that same night, the same day, came down, and we celebrated New Year's, drinking wine and stuff. Not wine, yeah, champagne and stuff outside. My friend, real cool brother from Canada, had a real nice apartment. We went over there and stayed. We talked, we slept. Everybody slept over. He in the room with her sister, me and her. We just smash all night. Homeboy, this dude, yeah, I know. But the whole thing about Patreon is, my stories. I don't like the sexual stories. I really don't have. Oh, so I can get money. Okay. I don't. A lot of people, I guess they getting a lot of money and stuff, but sending that stuff off and stuff. I don't know what to send people. So basically, what I want to do, I shouldn't be telling my stories, but what I want to do is just, which I need to do, and like really do it before I go to work, is just make a Patreon for $1 and $5. $1, everybody who contribute $1 will be, I mean, it'll be a thank you and all of that stuff. And I guess those what are these credits and stuff, right? And if they give me something, they always be credited saying, "Hey, this person just supported me, or should I do about a month or whatever." So I'm thinking like anyone who give me $5, it'll just always be there, because I don't have to go back and edit and all that stuff. Then what am I going to send for $10? What am I going to send for $50 or $20 or whatever? Because with my school and stuff, I don't know if you saw it, but I was talking to a friend, and I actually have a plan that might work. It should work, and I can pull in this much money teaching English in a year. I can do this. If you don't believe me, if you want, I can go back to the numbers again. So this is what I want to do. So Patreon is good, $10, $20, $60, but I'm talking about making billions of dollars and stuff. I need to hurry up and do this stuff. But of course, I need teams and stuff. So what I was going to do was go on Patreon and say, "Hey, if you see me $1 and $5 things, maybe both of them had the same thing. I'm not going to send anything, but maybe $5. You can call me anytime on Skype and we can talk, whatever, or $10 or whatever. I'm not sure, but I was going to skip from $5 all the way up to $100. Okay, and for $100, I'll go out. I'll you call me, negotiate a time, and I'll go around live for Skype and walk around, and any Japanese woman you see or any foreign woman you see you want to speak to her, I'll go over and say, hey, this is my friend, blah, blah, let's talk. And you get the numbers or whatever. And so in like 45 minutes, if you can talk to, I mean, because it only takes 3 minutes talk, a couple minutes because they're busy. Hey, give me your line, whatever. And, and that's it, and they'll do it. And so do that for like 45 minutes. If they pay me like $200, maybe for like an hour, hour and a half, or hour 40 minutes. If they do it $500, they'll get like for that month, um, 20 times or whatever. If it's $1,000, then it'll be like for 3 months or 6 months or something like that. So I'm trying to, I want to get the Patreon where a lot of money's coming for these guys that are serious about wanting to talk to women, because I don't think no one's doing something like that live now, and how many people, some guys can easily walk up and talk to girls, some guys can't. I can't, and I got this idea from one of my friends. He might watch this video, so I have to give him credit. He's in New York, and he was walking on the street, and he showed me New York, and he said he's seen his sisters. I heard these voices, his sisters. I said, hey, let me talk to him. So I got to talking to him. And it was real quick. I'm in Japan, blah, blah, and it was real good. I said, wow, that's really cool. But this was years ago. So now that's what I want to do. So I got to make that hustle. Yeah, I got to get that hustle. But like I said, the English thing is more, maybe more, I wouldn't say more lucrative, but it's easier for me to, not really easier. Yeah, because then I have to go to Osaka, Umeda, or whatever, and do that stuff. So, yeah, so the Patreon, I'm gonna do the $1 and $5, but I don't really want to send anything, because like you give $5, but when you send it overseas, it's gonna cost even more money and stuff. So, and Tokyo Sam, he told me about that years ago when it first came out, but I didn't take the time to read it and stuff. But I will say, people are getting money. One of my friends did show me his PayPal account. He had $150,000 in it. I was like, wow. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, the Patreon, I really do need to get it, because I do have a Patreon account, and I don't have anything on it. So maybe I'll just put up $1 thing real quick, and then see where that goes from there. If you send me $1, it's really appreciate. If you send me $5, then I'll send you a letter saying, what's up, just JV in the house. I don't know, you can't send a letter like that. I'm just guessing. But anyway, what kind of stories are you talking about? I love your explicit content if you made some on Patreon. But okay, yeah, I could do that. Send me a link to Patreon. I think it's just GSD50JPN. So that's it, because I have to look it up. But if you want to set it up for me, I give you my password. You can go and set it up. I don't care. If some money come in, you'll just be an employee. Because I think everything should be set up. Okay. So let me see my Patreon. Oh, there it is, the first thing. Yeah. So so that's what I want to do. Something went wrong. Please try again later. Oops, something went wrong. Continue with login with email. Okay, use password. I haven't been on here in such a long time. Okay, good morning. We moved some stuff around, blah, blah, blah. Ryan, for all RyanBonus.com Patreons. Oh, so he's giving access. Tico Sam, he's on here. Those are my two homies I gotta subscribe to. Okay, so the account, I got 3 memberships. Oh, that's my memberships for mine, but I really don't know how to navigate around this. That's another thing too. Settings, if I were to upload videos. Where do I do it from? Creator, create new message. You haven't messaged anyone. So GPS, Patreon. What's that? Let me see the message. What's up? But see, I don't know who, so I don't have anyone on there. So I don't really know how to. I'm sorry, I really don't. Really hadn't taken a chance to look at this. So it says create a message. So I pushed create the message, search Patreon, but I don't have any, I guess. So you can't send nothing to somebody that you don't have, to people that you don't know. Then it says create new message. Yeah, so I haven't done anything on there, sorry. But so what you talking about is you want my glory stuff. Oh man. Yeah, I could do that too. But I'm sure you guys have more exciting things. But yeah. Anyway, so it was funny because homeboy, I thought he was like doing his thing and stuff, and of course, a lot of brothers they look at me and they judge me as not being capable. So after the girls left and stuff, I took him to the Shinkansen. I got a kiss from the girl. My friend later said, "Hey, did you smash?" I said, "Yeah." He said, "No, you didn't." I said, "Yes, I did." "No, you didn't." I didn't hear you. I said, "Yeah," because I was telling her to not to make so much noise. I said, "What about you?" He said, "Nah." He said, "I tried, but we just wrestled the whole night." I'm like, "What?" And this dude's supposed to be the player. You know what I'm saying? And I'm supposed to be the you know, the scrub, but he didn't believe me. I'm like, whatever. But of course, I'm smashing because she wanted me. Well, I mean, whatever. So anyway, you want explicit. Well, what you guys got to do is start asking me what's explicit. What's that? Because you can talk about smash, I guess, on here and everything, because everybody's doing that's how you make babies and stuff. You're talking about the nitty gritty and stuff. I can do that, but I don't know how many stories I have. 'Cause I'm sure I got a lot. Anyway, yeah. But yeah, if you want to manage this stuff for me, fine. 'Cause I'm looking at notification settings, new Patreon emails, push Patreon updates, click messages from creator. Okay, um, that's it. And if I make my videos, how do I do the links? How do I do that? So I really have to go back and do some reading and stuff. So, but yeah, I'll see. Any more questions? Any more questions? Any more questions? Guess what? I have some chocolate. And I want to eat. This is so good. What's this called? Oh, almond? Macadamia nut cookies. Macadamia chocolate covered. Whatever. But, oh, so my pickup game is really pretty much forward. I don't really go in there and do all that macking like you guys think. Now I do see women. I walk up to them like this store. I think I told her. Man, my brother's standing at the corner right in front of them, the Apple store now. Since Hibachi. And these two white guys standing behind him. Standing off to the side. And these two Japanese women walked up. One was, "Oh, I'm sorry. I forgot they said my friend said when I bang on the table, it makes a lot of noise in the ear, so I'm sorry. The type of female you picked up in Japan and the nitty gritty." Oh, okay. So I'll make some of those videos. So anyway, this one, she walked up with her friend. This woman was bad. Oh my God. She was like, oh man, like the top 5 of the baddest Japanese women I've ever seen in Japan. And my brother, of course, he's supposed to be the Mac. And he looks at her. I look at her. So I'm waiting for him, to make a move first, because every time I make a move, I break the ice for everybody in the jump. So he didn't say anything. So I turned and I was like, wow, may I hug you? That's all I said. May I hug you? And she looked at me and said, why? I said, you are the most beautiful woman I've seen in a long time, or something like not that. I think I said, oh, because you're just so beautiful. And she looked at me, spoke perfect English. She said, okay. Man, I walked over there and gave her a little light hug, man. She grabbed me and the tissue just I saw her squeeze back and stuff, man. She was so beautiful. And the beauty of it, it was like about 2 in the afternoon. People on all these corners and the CGS 50 JPN hugging up on this woman. And this before I don't know if I was still doing videos or not at the time. And maybe I was. And all these guys, and you could not see that. You know what I'm saying? And she squeezed when I finished. I said, wow, can I get your number? And she was like, oh, I have a boyfriend. I was like, okay, cool. I said, thanks. She said, thank you. Walked across the street like nothing happened. And then 2 white dudes were like, wow, I've never seen anything like that before. And then of course my bro started hating. He always does. You know how little brothers are and stuff. So that would be more or less like my pickup game. Now, if you want to get the nitty gritty and stuff like that, I think most of those, I think the women came to me, or it was more or less just like a high thing. So it's like when I'm walking out, when I see women, if they're beautiful, I'm just going, wow, you look good. I mean, you're beautiful. You know what I'm saying? But it's nothing further than that. That's it. If she look beautiful, and keep on walking, and that's it. But like this video I have called, let me go like, stop the movement, y'all. I like my whole body's so dry. This one moment said need to drink salt, but yeah, that my pickup game. I don't have a pickup game. You know, I have a talking game, and I have a arousing game, and then I just have a just being there game. The just being there game, the women come to me. Um, the complimenting, I forgot what I said. The arousing game is when I'm in the club before people get on a dance. Just get on a dance and just start, shaking my body and stuff, and look around. 3 or 4 girls are looking. I just point to the cutest one, tell her to come over, and she comes up. What's up, fifth person in the house? And she came over. And that's it. That's savage. Yeah, man. I'm telling you, man. You come out here, you hang out with me, you're gonna be like, oh, And but the only thing, now I will tell you, I could have had a whole bunch of female friends and stuff, a whole bunch of them. But um, my thing is, I like to be honest as much as I can, and I actually tell women how old I am. I really do that. My friends say I should not. Happy New Year. Remember, hold on. I am live on YouTube now. I am live on YouTube now. Now, had I put in my line thing. I am live on on YouTube, but it said, but I looked and this. I looked at before I turned before I finished. It says trying to reconnect. Oh, so I kind of look. I always just do it and send it, but when I look down to proofread it, which is very rare, it says I'm live in your. I'm like, oh wow. I wonder if I would have pressed it and it would have automatically put, your girl or something else. So Happy New Year, team. Send link. Send link. Oh boy. Send link. So I don't know my YouTube's just okay. So that's pretty much it. Listen, I'm gonna tell you the truth. I made the Do You Love Black Men videos because of something a white guy said about him not coming to Japan because he thought it was racist. And then I said, well, and then he saw one of my videos and they had nothing to do with sex or nothing. Just me and these 3 Japanese women. My friend at her job, we just made a little video because I was just showing them the camera in the first Mac that came out. They had the camera inside of the the laptop. And mom asked me to come on YouTube. He saw it, and I'm thinking like, well, if he's thinking of how much black people are thinking, then I just made the video saying, come out, travel, 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 travel. Because I've been traveling a lot, since being in the military and stuff like that. And so, well, I wouldn't say I traveled a lot. I went to the Philippines for 3 years, broken out for 2 weeks, and that was it. But um, and that's all I made the videos for. Just bros, hey, don't be afraid to travel, get out the neighborhood, get a degree, come to Japan, this and that. And so it turns into whatever. So sure, I talk about my experiences with women and everything, but we all have experience with women. For me, it might be a little different because I just talk to anyone, but most of my it's like this. If I talk to women who are beautiful, the respect is there. If they don't think they're beautiful, there's always problems and stuff. And that's why I tell guys, if you want to be with a girl, a woman who you think is going to, hey, what's up, 6 viewer? If you think is going to um, um, let's see, you want to be with a girl for the rest of your life, then the best thing to do is ask her straight up, are you beautiful? And if she say no, then you better off leaving her alone. Okay? Because I'm not saying all, but a lot of women, what they do is they'll just be with a man so they had a security, so they can just have someone there. But even if a woman is beautiful, ugly, it doesn't matter. I really don't judge women like that. But for my point, is if they don't think, just because a woman is not attractive herself or don't think she's attractive doesn't mean that she wants the number 110 guy. And a friend of mine sent me one of those being going their own way videos where you got these, and it's a stupid, I'm not a video, but it's a stupid chart because they got all these handsome men going after all these women. And from 1 to 10, and they're going to all these women and they're all being rejected. But then on the other side, it got all these women going after the guys from the 7, 8s, and 9s, and 10s. And they're successful, or maybe they're saying it. So I'm looking at it and I'm saying, like, I don't understand why one part of, hey, what's up, 7th viewer? I don't understand why one part has a guy that's a 10 going after a 10 woman, but he's getting rejected. But a 10 woman is going after the 10 guy, and I guess she's being accepted by him. So I'm in that category. I'm in the category where if I go talk to a woman from 1 to 10, the ones from 1 to 6 are going to reject me straight up. And I already know it. I don't even, I'll just say hi or whatever, but I already know. And even if they're beautiful, and I know they got that kind of attitude, I can sense it, nothing's going to happen. But if they're like 7s and above, it's like, yo, what's up? Like this one girl was dating out in Compton, right across from, I think it's Rosecrans or something like that, right across from Linwood and stuff. And we met at a dance at the UCLA. Damn, oh my God, she was, oh my God, if you know anything about Compton, and at that time, Carson was supposed to be known, South Central just over there. Carson was just supposed to be known as had the baddest women and stuff at that time. When I was in high school, Hamilton High had the finest women in the school, and then I think Fairfax was next or something like that. But met in the club, we talking, get the number. I called it 4 days later. We talking and stuff. And the second time we talked, I was like, man, all this talking to be with girls, this sucks. I mean, it really sucks. So I said, hey, let's just start dating. She's like, what do you mean let's just start dating? I mean, just be my girlfriend. She said, why? We just started talking. I said, yeah, but how long are we going to talk? For a year, 2 years, whatever? This when we're talking, I'm not going to get to know who you really are. You're not going to really get to know me. Let's just date. I said, you're my girlfriend. I'll be your boyfriend. Because if we start dating, then the real us. Now you're trying to impress, dress to impress, talk to impress. Me too. Well, no, I wasn't trying to, but I just said it and stuff. She said, well, I never thought about that. I said, this is why waste time? Let's just start dating. You be my girlfriend, I'll be your boyfriend. That don't mean we have to, when I see you, I hug you and kiss you and we jump in bed or anything like that. What's up? Thanks for the thumbs up. And I said, so it's nothing like that, just let's just start dating, just all this, that gray cloud and stuff, and to just get rid of it. She's all right. So let's start dating. Next time we met, bing, everything was good to go. We had a really good relationship. All of my girlfriends that I've dated that were fine, 7 above, no arguments. 0 arguments. Ooh, see that? 8 likes. Thank you. But no arguments. All the women I've dated, that was from 1 to 6, always some kind of confrontations. And maybe I think it's a self. What's up, Cortez? Forever. How you doing, man? Happy New Year. It's out. New Year out here. You guys got a few more hours out there. Hey, where you coming in from? Can you let me know? Thumbs up. We really appreciate it. And any questions you want to want me to answer? Whatever question you want to ask, let me know. So even my wife, she don't think she looks good. So it's just a lot of conflict, But the minute, London. Okay, so maybe we chatted before. Hey, I got a friend out there from London. A couple of girls out there that I talked to. One guy in particular, he's out in London. I wonder if you know him. But anyway, so when we're walking down the street, and she'll be like, bang, yang, yang, and all this stuff. Man, beautiful woman walk by. She'll straighten up, and she'll straighten up. She don't even look at me. She just look at the girl, and the girl just look around me, just walk, just look. And every time that happens, it reminds me of New Year. I'm coming to Japan. Oh wow! So I guess you're going to Tokyo. If you come down to Osaka, let me know, and we can go out and make a Do You Love Black Men videos together. Okay. And that's what I should do too. On my Patreon, I have like a $20. You dedicate $20, then you come out. We can make a Do You Love Black Men video together, right? And anyway, or whatever ethnicity is, we can do that. Do you love white guy? Do you love blah blah blah? Whatever, it's cool. Do you like? I know. I'm going to talk about those two. So, whenever they walk by, no. What it reminded me of this one statement I was in. It was after I was married though. This one Japanese. Oh, it was before or after I got married. I'm not sure. But this one fine Japanese girl, Omida Tsujidori, oh my God, she was bad. She just walked over to me. 8 people in the house. I'm happy. I want to meet up. I don't know. Okay, if you come to Osaka, we can take tours and stuff. If you go to Tokyo, then if you have Line, download Line. My ID is GS350 JPN on a Line account. Send a message saying who you are. I can add you into my Players Club. Oh, and that's another thing too. So if you pay $1, you'll automatically join my Players Club. If you pay $5, then you'll be like a permanent member, $10 permanent member or something. That means you can get kicked out, but you always get back in. I wanted to meet up. I don't know. Yeah, okay. So yeah, just if you come, then all I'm gonna do is just take you to places with pick up. But you got to tell me what you want to see and what you want to do. Yeah. So the girl said she was fine. She walked over to me and she stopped me, and I think I was with my brother or something. Because a lot of times when that stuff happened, I was with somebody. And she said, "Let me tell you a secret about Japan." I'm like, "Okay." And she said, "Whatever you do, if you're a handsome man, whatever you do, don't you, whenever you see a fine Japanese woman, don't pass her without saying hi, because all beautiful Japanese women expect handsome men to speak to them. They expect it. So that's that men going the own way diagram, but it's on the left because it said when the guys talk to the women, it's rejection. But what she's saying in Japan is if you're handsome, it's going to be it's going to happen. Let me see if I can find that chart for you. I can't put it up here, but I can give you a link to it. I think my friend sent me it. He had a link on it. And oh, that's pretty cool. And so basically it's on Reddit. And so I can't see what it's on Reddit. Hypergami or something like that. Oh, wait, hold on, my head's down. I'm sorry. Hypergami, and it's MT MGTOW or something like that. So it's on Reddit. I can't find the link, so you can find it on there. But what she's saying, the chart, when the guys go to the women, on the men going their own way thing, it says they're going to get rejected. But what she said is no, there's no rejection. It's expected. So it's going to be a 7, 8, 9, 10, all got green arrows to all the 7, 8, 9, 10 women. You know. Then she said, if you're a handsome guy, whatever you do, and I was laughing when she told me this. She said, whatever you do, don't you ever, ever, never, ever walk down the street with an ugly, and she straight out used the B word. And I'm like, whoa. And I didn't know this woman. I'm like, are you joking? She said, yeah. She was, 2012, thanks. I remember when you first hit me up too. You know, a lot of our conversations, they were funny though. I think it was 2010 for me, and Akin-chan, but he left YouTube. Yeah, yeah. Me and him, we got some good history together. He real cool, you know. But he should have stayed on there. But he left to make movies. I don't know if you know, he made a movie called Yuna and Me, or Yuka and Me, or something like that, and he got a lot of awards for that video. I have it. I mean, for the movies, even Smithsonian, put it in a collection or something like that. But he left YouTube to become a TV producer. Now, I think he has his own kindergarten going, but he should have stayed in movie production stuff. Yeah, he cool. Well, I only met him once, but after we met, that one meeting was like it's awesome. But but anyway, that's what she told me. Don't you? If you handsome, don't you ever walk down the street with an ugly Japanese woman? I was like, damn. But what she's saying is true. It's like when I took the sociology class. I was saying, like, people who are 10 expect to be with people who are 10. If you're a 10 and you're trying to get with somebody that's a 5, what a 5 would be so overwhelmed about it. Yeah. Oh, okay, cool. And some of these people, it's like a guy come out here in Japan, and he's not good looking, but he's with a beautiful Japanese woman. He got his eyes all glazed. I call it the glaze because you can tell he's like, oh my God, I'm in heaven. You know what I'm saying? And I was out in Kyoto, and I saw this one bro, and he was with this fine Japanese girl. So I'm trying to talk to him. Dude was such a day. She couldn't even say hi. And she took over the conversation. Perfect English. And she just talking to me. And I'm telling you, the way she was talking was like, give me your number. I'm gonna smash. But because out here, man, relationships, out here, these women, whether they married or not, they still gonna do what they want, and they all know it. There's really nothing you can do about it. But yeah, it's a trip. So yeah, let me know what you want to do, and then I can take you to those places and stuff. But how can I say that? Yeah, I can do the YouTube Patreon thing. That's why I ain't getting married in Japan. It don't matter where you get married, man. You marry any. I mean, even if you mean you're not getting married to an Asian woman, because that's what I think you really want to say. But all women gonna do what they want to do. But yeah, out here in Japan, oh man, these women, they like boss. They like super boss out here. These guys are like, I don't know, man. I don't feel sorry for them. Me and my wife, we don't have it perfect. She be tripping and stuff. But Then my wife got married out of responsibility. So whatever. I'm glad I never got married. Ha 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 ha. For love. 3 marriages and none of them was for love. So I said bye bye. That's it. One thing like I didn't just make up. I'm gonna get my money. Let's see. No, I am not in Japan yet. Wanted to come to Japan since 16, but tried to since then. No. Yeah, man. It's like if you come out here, uh, there's it's my eyes so dry. If you come out to Japan and you want to talk to these women, me and them are open to talking. If they don't talk to you, it's only because they're busy. That's it. You get on the train, say what's up. She might be shy. She might be not shy. She might say, "Yo, you're not in my category," or whatever. But just go out and talk. But like I tell everybody, if you want to talk to Japanese women, the best way to talk to them is in groups. That's the best. 2 or 3s, 4 or 10s. Those are the best because it's easier to talk to a whole bunch of women than it is one woman. And like I was in this club, met this one brother from LA. He was like an OG though. Dude was real cool. I don't know what city he was from, but he was telling me things about Japan too. And yeah, I heard about Italy. I want to go to Spain too, but yeah, it's right here. My craziest experience with Japanese women and what tense? Whoa, you've been in Norway? Wow. No, that must have been fun. Did you go to Stockholm? And did you catch that Stockholm experience? No, I'm joking. The Stockholm syndrome. What do you mean? Because you have to crazy experience and what? Because I had this one Japanese lady I was hanging out with, and we went to Starbucks, and she has such a bad attitude. I mean, really bad attitude. And she just tried to show off. Like, this woman probably got a lot of money or family do or something. I don't know. But we sitting in there, and she is talking shit about me. You're unreliable, this and that, and it's all loud and stuff at the Homachi Starbucks I always go to. And it doesn't bother me because I know she's just full of crap, but I'm just looking at her like, damn, how can a person be just so evil? You know, just so evil. And it was so bad. The guy just looks at me because he understands exactly what she's saying. She's looking around saying, all this stuff. She's not married, no kids, no boyfriends, hardly no sex, nothing. I can understand why. And he gets up and moves. And man, it was a glass of tea right there. Had it not been hot, right in her face, But I just said, let me deal this because if you want to be able to help people to learn about things, sometimes you got to go through the mud. And she was just sitting there talking for 30 minutes, and I'm just looking at her, and I'm like, man, we could sit here for 8 hours, and she would just run her mouth, and she would nonstop and negative. So I said, I'm gonna go. So we laugh and stuff, but and then we still talk and stuff, still negative. So one day, man, I looked at her and I said, like, why are you always saying negative stuff to me, man? No, she said, it's some crazy shit. She said, because every time I look at your face, all the negative stuff come out. I just started laughing. I swear that was so. I mean, it wasn't cold to me because it wasn't because she looked at my face in negative. She's just a negative person. You got a lot of women out here who are just negative, and you got a lot of women out here. I won't say most, but a very significant number of women out here. They're just negative. It's just nothing you can do. Just their whole life is boring. They just trapped on this island. if they get married to a guy, it's gonna be the same, whatever. You know, they're just gonna beat them down, and whatever. And so she said that, and I was like, man, maybe I should. I said, if I keep hanging out with this girl, she's gonna get more disrespectful, more disrespectful. So I didn't say anything. I really considered, you know, all of this stuff, and I was like, okay, So I told her straight up, in my right mind, I should stop hanging out with you for what you said because basically you just told me you don't have any respect, you know. But if I stop hanging out with you, I won't be able to understand more about Japanese women and stuff like that because, or just her or whatever. But it was just all in all crazy because I mean, you hear the horror stories and stuff, but nobody actually talk about the content or the verbal content of those stories. Mm, I was just like, wow. So I waited for a little bit, hung out with her a little bit more, and then I said, I brought it up again. She apologized. I said, don't apologize for your true feelings. I already know you don't respect me, but I don't know why you can sit there and respect me. I mean, disrespect me, yet buy me all these expensive things and stuff. So, I mean, I got to figure out, all you got to do is praise her. Oh, you look so good today. And I don't do that to hardly any women. So maybe that could be it. But then she's Japanese. And, here in Japan, Japanese people are put up on a pedestal. They're the best in the world and everything. And I mean, it's good because you got to do something to keep motivation. So, 9 people in the house. What's up? Thumbs up, please. Welcome. Chime in. Um, uh, uh, so it's like being in the States, and I guess black people in the United States have this low self-esteem. So you gotta. So it's like, you got these motivation speeders. They just come out. I'm black and I'm proud. We're gods. We're all kings and queens in Africa and all that stuff. So it's one of those kind of things, that they do out here. But the women, they take it and run with it. And I was like, wow. I'm going to Gothenburg tomorrow. Seen. I have not seen in a 10, in a dime. Wow, this is some new slang for me, man. Y'all like, but well, let's do typos. I guess you're talking about 10 years. But but that's you in Alaska having a conversation. But I don't know, man. It's just weird, my wife's sister told her husband was black, you ain't nothing but a poor nigga. So there's the good side of it, but the negative side, I mean, it's like wow. you know and that's why I said in my videos, these Japanese women make black women in the United States look like angels. Look like angels. Because you might be with a sister, she might come straight up, but these women, boy, they get you. Oh man, it's true. But anyway, um, these obese women. It's just interesting, you know, just to see somebody, and I think it's a mental problem. A friend of mine introduced me to this one girl, and you could tell just by her conversation that she have a mental problem, and the mental problem is that they just so. I mean, they just. I guess they're grown women. I wouldn't say grown women, but female adults who treat the man like she treated her father. So a little girl who has a father who pampers her will say all kinds of evil stuff, and that's what it seemed like to me. It's weird, but anyway, it is 2:22. It's a trip because I'm like 2 minutes past my hours. I'm here like 2 hours and 20 minutes, so I have to get some sleep because tomorrow I have to get up and do a lot of stuff. But I want to make it. I got a part-time job, and my wife's thing is kind of nice. She works at a hotel. No, she doesn't work. She has a love hotel, and um, I guess on the weekends they need help, so they asked me to help. I didn't want to do it because I don't want to work for my wife because you know you work for your spouse, they kind of look at you even more down. But the guy he's working by himself, so he needs some help. So I just do it for him. Get a little money. It's the money's good. No, but it's a love hotel, so I want to make a video about working in a love hotel, and it's it it's it's not. I have to make another video, but you just go in there and you clean the rooms and stuff. It's really just like cleaning your own room. It's nothing to it, but I don't know. I mean, it doesn't. I mean, it's a suck job, I guess, but it's just so fast. It's just like cleaning up, and yeah, it's kind of disgusting sometimes, but I want to make a video about that. I don't know. It's true, but I told her, like the other day, I was like, "Listen, this is not my job. I don't want to do this." She said, "But you don't know what you're going to do it." Blah blah blah. So what I'm gonna do is maybe sometime next year, I'm gonna tell my wife I don't want to do that anymore. And she said, "Please, please." She's I'm like, "Well, you're gonna have to give me $20 an hour." No, but it's a trip. But yeah, it's the interesting thing is, I mean, I guess because I'm only there for like 3 hours, but it's really not much to do. But I guess no, there is a lot of stuff to do. But I just make up the beds and stuff, like wipe down the showers, and all that, clean the showers and stuff. But it's just really interesting. But no, that's not why I brought it up. You need to get on that video grind. Yeah, I'm going to do it. I've been trying to, but like I said, the video grind because right now I got a lot of time to do live. But I mean, it's just exciting, because I'm busy and I don't really go to Osaka. Like, there's nothing in Wakayama, so I really don't go to Osaka. But yeah, if I want to get that money up, yeah, because I do want to get my partnership up. So yeah, I'm gonna have to. Oh yeah, so Mondays I can go there early because I don't work till 4 and see what's going on and stuff, take videos and stuff. But anyway, yeah, it's really interesting. But the reason I brought it up is this last time ago. When I was young, I always think about I want to do this, I want to do that, or I want to go there and I want to go there, go to this place to that place, and I end up being there for some years later, you know. And I need to go to these love hotels with these beautiful Japanese women. Sit there and eat noodles, ramen, not ramen noodles, yeah, ramen noodles or soba all night and just chit chat and just have a wonderful conversation. And as soon as you finish the conversation, it's time to go. So you just grab your jacket, put it on, and walk out and stuff like that. I mean, sometimes I walk in and the rooms be so clean. When I walk out, they still clean. But I'm like, wow, I wonder how it is to clean these rooms and stuff. And I used to think about that 10 years ago, whatever, 20 years ago, whatever, and I'm thinking like, wow, and now I'm doing it. And I'm like, wait a minute, I'm going to have to stop saying, I want to go to this place, I want to do that. I'm going to have to do that just for the, for things I really want to do. But you said FR, I guess that means for real. Got a 10th person online. I want to leave, but since 10th person's here, 10th person, please let me know anything that you want to talk about so I can talk about it. Chocolate covered. What's this called? Macadamias. Right, I'm dry. The air conditioner's on. Here's my water. Let's see. Ooh, 11 people. I heard some backwards. I think I might have to change the name of mine. I have to add on some stuff. Well, yeah. Happy New Year. I used to just go to clubs, dance to the countdown. And, after that, let's go back to dancing again. I will tell you something that did happen. Health. Um, no, actually, it's just dry. My car. I'm in my car, and it's like blasting like 31. What's that? Good dose of health equate with wealth. Well, tell that to Buddha. Because he's rich, God, and he's fat. So, I mean, Buddha's like huge, got all this gold and all that stuff. Oh, really? Did you do what I told you about the flex your muscle thing? You gotta do that, man. I need to get out to Venice, though. Meet up with you and see who you are, because maybe we did meet. I just don't remember. It's funny, huh? Have a friend. Don't really know somebody from the neighborhood. You don't know them, but they know everybody you know. And it was so mad. What's funny about it is everybody that you know are really serious people in the hood, and you always hung out with them, but that person don't know you because that person also hung out with them. Where how Earth is 11, 12 people. So I ran out of stuff to do. Stay. So you guys have to give me something. Oh yeah. So yeah, the content. But I ain't gonna lie, man. These women out here, I'm not gonna lie. These women out here, I haven't been to all of Asia. But these women out here are beautiful. I'm not gonna lie. I went to Korea and flew over to Hong Kong and everything, but it's just something different about these Japanese women. I don't know if it's because they look black or whatever, because I went to these other countries, and I did meet one girl from Taiwan. Fine. She was bad, but it's weird because you go to Asia, you expect Asian women to be a white Asian person or something like that, and you go around and see all these beautiful women with these black features. I mean, it's a trip. It's like, wow. So anyway, it's a trip. But I got to go. So, all right, that was real smooth. How you didn't answer my question that you elicited. Okay, so I'm in the gym. How is the good health? How does good health equate with wealth? I didn't even see the how. Okay, I'm sorry. How does good health equate with wealth? Well, I don't think they have anything to. Okay. It would be the access to the foods you have. So I guess they say in the black neighborhoods and the white neighborhoods, the food. Yeah. So if you have so it's like in Venice, right? We live in Venice, but if you go to what's that Farmer's John? Was it on Overland? I think not Overland. You know where it's over the turn? Was it Bundy? Well, I know Santa Monica Bundy, where the airport, Santa Monica Airport is, that one street. Is it It might. That's not Sepulveda. It's right behind Rose, where near the airport. I forgot the name. Or was it on Sepulveda? It could have been on Sepulveda. They had this health food store I used to always go to. Thinking that's where it is. I think it was over by off of Rose Avenue or something over there. That one big street near the airport. So that's what it's going to be. So if you got money, you can afford to eat better. And I think that's what it is. Having money doesn't necessarily, and it give you access to gyms, um, the better equipment and stuff like that. But you can do all that stuff at home. But also, uh, when you have if you have like mental problems or drug problems, then the wealth will it'll be easier for you to get those pay for those treatments and stuff like that. Um, the wealth, if you're sick, you can go to the best hospitals to get the best doctors to get the best care and stuff like that. Also, when you have wealth, you can live in better neighborhoods, so you're able to go out and don't have to worry about somebody. Sentinella, yeah, that's what it is. Damn, why that Sentinella would have never came to my mind. But see, at least you know where it's at. At least you know I'm from LA. But people from it's not from LA, or at least on that side of town, wouldn't know about that store. But or wouldn't even know about Sentinella, right? So the wealth, what the wealth does is it puts you in a different platform where it's safer, more nutritious. Uh, you have um, better relaxed time, um, medical attention, mental, and all of that stuff. It'll put you. Well, I would say it'll put you at the level where, uh, quote unquote, people should be thinking better, but that has your thoughts and stuff really doesn't have any. That has nothing to do with your wealth um, unless you are poor and you're not and you don't go to where the rich people live. You don't have access to that. So I guess that would be another thing. What else? Wealth and health. You have people to come in and clean your house, so all that dust don't be flying and you breathing that stuff in, because that stuff is dangerous too. Um, your clothes are always clean every day. You people come in your house and cook the best meals. So basically, the wealth does equate with health because the wealth pays for better services. So that's it. So how do you like my answer? Answer yes. My response, and that's it. But you see a lot of people hanging out in Thailand. See a lot of wealthy people dating these women. That's not in the same category as they are. So I don't know. But yeah, wealth is very important. That's like when I was in Venice. Um, we used to always walk around. Well, I think it was I was living in Venice at the time. Maybe no, because I was walking around eating ice cream. But I see it on drugstore. I think it was called Thrifty or something like that. I was on Rolls and Lincoln. But yeah. So how'd you like my answer? Well, yeah, money makes a big difference. I was thinking more scientific explanation, basically how they hang. Okay, okay. You have to understand that a long time ago, not every, but people did have some kind of access to food, you know, because the stuff just grew naturally everywhere. Um, you have like out here in Japan, I go to the castles and read about it, and it was always the poor people would starve to death growing food for the kings and the rich people. So the scientific, I think okay. So you're saying you're looking for a more specific explanation. Now I don't read about this stuff a little bit, but not so much, not probably as much as you do. on how good health affects your psychological and mental and emotionally. In essence, wealth and well-being. Okay, but essence. But I don't understand your question because I understand what you're trying to say, but with your you don't have to have wealth to eat good. You don't have to have wealth to to your psychological thinking or the psychology. That's not about wealth. Um, your mental and emotional beings is not about wealth. That's just your thinking process. Now, if you want to, um, if you really want to answer for that, I got this video called um, PL, and I think we've talked about that before. It's on YouTube. You'll have to look for it, JS350 JPM, and look for it because it looks like it says something else. But those are acronyms. It means I forgot what it meant. Um, Programming, um, encoding, delivery, execution, and override. So basically, what it's about is it's about the mind, how your mind and your brain and your body all works together. The P for processing means that you get this information, and I think it's called programming. Programming, not processing, programming. So you have an idea that you want to do, but to get that idea from your mind to your hand. So if I want to just close my hand, well, to make that happen, I have to draw this diagram, okay, or whatever of me. I had this image of me moving my hand, okay. Then that's the program. I have to program that, or was it? Well, I forgot what it would have meant. Maybe processing. Yeah, yeah. So I'm processing this act that I want to do. So I think it's processing. I forgot the word. And then once I get the schematic of it, how I want to do it, then I have to encode it into my brain. It has to encode it in such a way where it can tell the hormones, because it's the hormones or the endorphins that makes your body move, for what they're saying. Okay, because that's what the definition of hormones means. And you encode, your brain encodes it, and then I guess your brain has a coding, when you do all these codings and push to run or got a call to action, all this stuff, and it gets delivered to the hormones, whatever. It goes to my glands, the muscles, whatever that's moving it, and it tells my hand to close. Okay, now from your brain to where it delivers, there's a code, there's some interaction. How is it that you got these electrical circuits and stuff in your brain, and then it makes it does that? There's communication. There's like when I touch this phone, I touch a button and it changes. There's a communication going on in there. So check that out. So that's how your body is. So before the wealth comes, people had good health. Before the wealth came, people didn't have, there were people before the wealth came, there were people who were emotionally stable, mentally stable, and psychologically stable. Maybe the wealth came in and disrupted that. Now, there's a big argument for that, but wealth doesn't necessarily, there's a bigger argument saying that wealth creates those problems or would be a major impact or contribution to creating those problems in the world that we live in now of wealth. But before this wealth came along, um, it wasn't a big factor because a lot of people, their wealth, because everybody, I guess, in the old days has something that they can pass, the land or the name or the DNA or something they can pass along. So, in your aspect, what you're saying is in this thing with being wealth and well-being, um, wealth doesn't guarantee you anything other than you're going to eat the next day or you're going to have the resources to obtain what you want to get the next day. And the most important of those resources pretty much just food. So that's why I say money, because wealth is just okay. So there's riches and there's wealth. Wealth is something you pass along. So you have to understand first the definition. What is riches? Riches is money that you spend in a lifetime. Wealth is something that you pass along. So because you're able to, you have that wealth to pass it on, then it shouldn't necessarily mess with you psychologically or mentally or emotionally, which I think psychologically would be and mentally would be the same words. Because psychological is, well, I guess what you think, yeah, I guess it should be the same. Psychologically and um, physically and all this stuff. But so that's my thing is wealth shouldn't even be a factor because it's something that you pass along. It's something that you have now. So we're talking about money. So so what you're talking about is the monetary acquisitions that you have or supplies or whatever. How does it mess with you or whatever? Well, like I said, when I was in Venice, or yeah, I think I was in Venice. No, I came back from the military. I was living on Sepulveda Venice Boulevard, and I go down to Venice sometimes, and whatever. But I'm always eating these health food stores and stuff because I learned. I forgot when I started learning it, but I know it when I was in living in Westwood and stuff like that, living in Brentwood, that the white people ate good. We had pomegranates right on Lanford Avenue off of Gailey, where UCLA is and stuff. Pomegranates just growing there. You just take them and eat them. Grapes growing around, oranges growing around everywhere. Hey, what's up? What's up? KZ5 alive. Happy New Year. Happy New Year. Yeah, my speech is going up. Well, what's up? New York in the house. Get some thumbs up if you can. Anything you want to ask me, let me know. So, so basically, wealth shouldn't have any effect on any of that stuff because wealth is just resources that you worked for. Now, if you want to say that the problem is people want to say, well, if I'm wealthy, well, what they do is they take something and they make it a problem. They make it an emotional or a psychological problem when they shouldn't. So what do I mean? Well, if I was wealthy, I had the best wife. That's not true. If I was wealthy, I would live in a nice house. You can't live in a nice house, but if I was wealthy, I have better kids. If I was wealthy, I have a better friends and stuff like that. So people are trying to equate wealth with them mentally and emotionally, which, been watching your videos for a long time, bro, since the Do You Love Black Men videos. Thank you. Sorry, I stopped making them. I don't know why. I stopped because the last one I made only got 2,000 views. And I said, I guess people are not interested anymore. So that's why I stopped. That's the real reason why I stopped. I am not joking, But thank you so much for your views and everything. I really appreciate you. So when you're talking about the wealth and the mental thing, the problem will come in from it is that people are trying to get wealth and they mess themselves up because they're trying to reach something. But if they understood what wealth is, I have a phone, I could pass it on. That's wealth. Now we're talking about money, talking about business and all of that stuff. But you know, a lot of people who after they get rich, they understand that simple lifestyle that they had as a kid was the wealthiest part of their lives because they were free. They weren't bounded by anything. Even if you're poor, you still can go outside as a kid and still smile, you know. And I mean, I don't want to get to the real bad stuff, but so now you got these people, you're saying they poor and they have these mental problems, but I mean these psychological problems, but these psychological problems has nothing to do with the amount of money they make. These psychological problems they have is the way they're thinking. The emotional problems also is the way you think. So if you so it's like you get these guys out here who can't pick up women, right? So they want to run in Japan. And they're asking me, how do you get women? You know, and I'm saying just walk up and say, let's go. No, you can't do it like that. You crazy. That's a mental breakdown. You know what I'm saying? Or these guys marry these, get in this situation and they don't know what to do to get out of it. So to me personally, wealth and the way you think and then how you release your own hormones to make you feel a certain way has nothing to do with it, you know, because if you need a job and if I was wealthy, I wouldn't need a job, but the wealth comes with their own problems, you know. A friend of mine sent me an article, I don't know if it's true or not, but it was this one guy who was 75 years old. He retired, billionaire. He went on the ship, sailed around for about a year and a half, and he realized something was missing. Billions of dollars and something was missing. He said, I am not happy. Then he realized that his happiness didn't come from the wealth. His happiness was enjoying the things that he was doing. So he came out of retirement, went back into merging, whatever it was, and made some more billions. So if you're going to ask me, I'm going to say wealth is not it has nothing to do with it. It's the money. You know, wealth only guarantees that if somebody's going to do business with you, that you have that medium that you can conduct the business with. But those who are having mental problems or psychological problems and emotional problems, I don't think that has anything to do with wealth. It's with their thinking or how they're thinking about wealth or where they blame their problems on. Because I'm gonna tell you something. I talked in my videos about what's that thing called endorphins. And I used to talk about it in my Players Cup. People always get on me until people start doing reading and kind of find out that what they read, which I didn't read, but what they read. And the reason I don't have to read is because endorphins, dopamine, whatever you want to call it, it's all still called endorphins. They're all called endorphins or something types or some stuff. I forget. But pretty much they're all endorphins. And what they do is they flood through your body and they relieve stress that you cause in your body. So I have my arm here. I flex my muscle. Got like no bulge. Sorry about that. So I flex my muscle. Okay. I flex my muscle. Can't find a budge. And as I'm flexing my muscle, it's not now, but well, let me give it better. Oh, what it does is all it does is it gets you high. So it's like when you have an orgasm, when you got that feeling, and it feels good. Well, what it is you got the passage where the sperm flows through, and the sperm is not it's not just lollygagging, through this little hole. It's all filled up, okay? Because women, they say you when a guy um, ejaculates, that the penis gets bigger. Well, if this is the tube and the sperm only takes up this much space, then there ain't no swelling going on. So what's going on is it gets pushed through there at such a force that it causes friction, and the friction heats up stuff, and it heats it up to the point where your body would shut down. But what the endorphins does is it comes in there and it gets you high, man. It gets you so high I can touch the sky, and that's what it does. And it's that feeling. And what it does is it increases your they say in the dictionary it increases your threshold of pain. But what it does is it gets you high so that you can withstand that friction. So when you come to ejaculation, it's more it's not this. That's not what's going on. What's going on is this. You know what I'm saying? And it enlarges it. But of course this can't do it, but it'll squeeze it and your penis will get bigger and it causes that pain. So that's what the point of uh, what endorphins does, or emotions. Your emotions are just the reactions, the feelings that you have um, because of the release of the endorphins. It's like what's that stuff they give you in a hospital? What's that thing called? Uh, Morphines. What is that shot they give you? Look at you all messed up. I think it's morphines, endorphins, maybe morphines or something. I forget. But it just gets you high. So let's see. A lot of people who have mental problems, they don't really have mental problems. I'm not saying they don't have mental problems, but a lot of people they're just doing the same thing over and over and over. Seeing blah, blah, blah. Now, it could be two things. They can really do have something dysfunctional in their mind, or they can be doing it because it feels good. It's like you with the homies, right? We go to the homies' houses, and everybody, I used to go. They getting high. I'm sitting there not smoking. I'm catching the bus. Oh, this feels so good. Hit it. I'm like, I ain't hitting nothing. Hit it. I'm like, I ain't hitting nothing. They getting mad because I'm on smoke, but they getting high, and I'm thinking they're like, what feels good? Because I did my first experience with it was with in the seventh grade with these two white guys that live in these affluent neighborhoods and stuff. And they got high. I didn't. So you sitting there and they said, I feel good. I feel good. But if you now that you know that the only feelings, the only way you feel good in your body is the release of are not released, there's no good feelings. You're gonna feel that pain. And the bad thing about it is that you have the power to release your endorphins whenever you want to. You can do it. So a lot of people can be sitting there going through the motions, blah blah blah, blah blah blah, every day. Oh, my life sucks. Oh, my life sucks. And when they're gonna, ah, that's that. That's them. That's the feeling of that hormones already released. It feels good, and that's why a lot of people they just keep talking about the same crap and don't change because they are getting high off of complaining. They're getting high off of this and off of that because complaining gives you a reason to release your hormones. When you're happy, you know, then and pent up emotion, unresolved emotion. Yeah, exactly. Well, wait, it's mostly chemical imbalance, unfocused minds that are the quarter of mental illness. I learned from Japanese Shingon Buddhism and Taoism, but also from my experience. You're right, man. It's just, man, it's unresolved. Yeah, and so, and that's true. You got these problems. And I want to touch on another thing that wasn't there. So I'm touching on this. What he's saying is absolutely right, but it's this other thing. People want to have fun. So it's like in the black neighborhoods. People don't steal. Most people don't steal out of stores because they want the item. They doing it for the thrill of it. So how do you get this thrill? How do you know it's thrilling? In my videos above, PDEO acronyms, I think it's processing. Yeah, maybe processing, encoding, delivery, execution, override. And I explain before you do anything, before you do anything, it has to be approved in your mind. You have to. You got the plan, you got this. It's like when you and I always like to use sex in my videos because it's something that everybody can relate to. It's like when you see a fine girl, you go, oh my God, boy, if I was for her, I know what I'd do. And then the next thing you telling your friends and they all laughing, and then you get her and you're like, man, guess what? She wasn't as good as I thought she was gonna be. And they used to always hear that. And it took me until I came out here and I started thinking about it. Wow, now I understand in the Bible when Jesus says if you commit it in your mind, if you commit a sin, if you think about a sin, you done already committed. The reason is because you have this image in your mind, this plan, okay, this process plan that you want to do. And as a still photograph, it's nothing because there's nothing that's happening with it that's going to give you a reason to release your hormones to make it feel good. But the only reason you release your hormones is to actually move your body. But because of the um the friction that's going through your body wherever it's at, you know, the hormones run there and it doesn't take the pain away because taking the pain away means you have to stop the action. What it does is it gets you so high that you can't feel it or it doesn't hurt you. It doesn't make you yell out like when you touch um, fire, you touch something, ah, you know what I'm saying? So a lot of people, they have a problem and they dwell on that same problem because it gives them a reason to release their hormones and they just feel good. Some people don't want to get rid of their problem. It's like I read this one article somebody's brother, he was a bum. He got picked up by some white woman. She took him home, cleaned him up. She ended up falling in love with him. They got married. He got back into the regular working, making money and everything. But he realized later that working and being a bum were two different things. He had his own freedom as a bum. He quit everything, went back to being a bum, divorced her. I think he divorced her, but I don't remember. But because they might think about something that makes them feel good. And no. I'm sorry, not that. That image that they created in their mind. For like that guy, he like with this girl, I'm gonna take her out, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that, I'm gonna do that, and dumb and that. That image, that image that they create in their mind, they can't let go of that image. And the image could be a problem. It could be whatever, but it's just that image because The image in your mind has to have, for you to react to it, it has to have feelings. So it's like I tell people, you guys sitting down, sit down, stand up without thinking about it. Everybody does this. And I'm like, what are you doing? Well, you said stand up. I said, no, I said stand up without thinking about it. And they'll think about it and think about it. They say, I can't think about it. They cannot stand up without thinking about it. They have to think about it in order to stand up. That's okay. Speak without thinking about it. Some start laughing. Right there tells you that thinking is something greater than what we think it is. The thinking is like a test run. When you're thinking, you're actually testing. So a lot of these people get caught up going through the same emotions, the same emotions. Why didn't it work? Why didn't it work? Why did it work? And you can say 1+1 = 3, and you say, oh, because you need an extra one in one of those which columns. But why doesn't it work? Why doesn't it work? And you can fix it. But some people don't want to fix the problem because the problem causes them to create stress within themselves, or they think causes stress. And then the stress is being healed or comforted with with their emotions. But their emotions is a drug that gets you high. It gets you high. And sometimes I catch myself just sorry about my lip. I have to drink my water. I catch myself just thinking about something like, oh, that feels so good. It's like when you wake up in the morning, you can't move. It's because you're sitting there in that daze, and in your mind, you're going through some animation. But the animation is only an animation. But you can remember you can release your own hormones. You sitting there feeling good. Oh my God, I don't feel like, oh my God, I'm just being lazy. Oh my God, but you're not being lazy. You're thinking about something, and it's just all the emotions going through you, and it gets you high. You can't do anything. Let me read some more. People cling on to pain difficulty. It's really wow. LL. Oh yeah, the thoughts control almost everything people do, eliminating all of the excess thoughts works out. It's difficult to remove. Most people do not want to do the work. Interesting. How do you explain emotions? Is interesting. Never thought of how people get off on your emotions. Yeah. Okay. The whole thing is you can't stop thinking. Okay. I think you can, but I'm really trying to do that. And I don't think you can stop thinking. But thinking is not a one thing. It's a couple of steps. Okay. It's creating um, creating a diagram blueprint, and then you calculating. Okay, I'll explain. Uh, Standing up. Okay. How long it took me to stand up? Didn't take so long. Now, from the time for me to think about the process, the whole thing, from the thought or the instance of me wanting to stand up to the time I stand up, and I talk about it in my video, PDL. I wish. Wait, let me see. Let me try to find it. Gosh, it's so hard to find on YouTube. Hold on, give me some time, real quick. Let's see. Reading study to no time. No, that's not going to bookmark websites. Somebody look up this PD, but you got to do with the acronym P dot E dot D dot O dot. No, P dot E dot D dot E dot O dot. Capital letters. Somebody, please, if you can, look for it. Put in the link, because it always takes me a long time to do it. So from the time, the first instance, inkling of me wanting to stand up to doing this, what happens? Think about it. First inkling to stand up. Not even a second. First of all, how fast does the brain operates? How fast does the brain operate? That in itself is just crazy. Okay? So first, people think you're dumb. It don't matter. Oh no, it's faster than the computer. No, I'm thinking it's way faster than the computer. Okay. But yeah, you're right. But I think it's way faster than the computer. Now think about this. You might be a dummy, but your body is far from being dumb. I'm getting high. That feels good. People just laugh funny. It feels good, right? Okay, sorry. I'm so thirsty. Drink some water. I need to hurry up and drink this whole thing. I've been drinking so much more. I lost 5 pounds, 10 pounds. Anyway, just think about it. Step 1. You want to stand up. Okay. Well, your body is smart. And I'm going to explain why. This is going to show you that insight of how your body really is alive. So first of all, your body has to calculate that you're sitting. It has to calculate the weight and everything. When you stand up, first of all, how do you want to stand up? Because how I am now, I don't have the muscles in my legs to just make me rise up. Which, move this back. So I'm just sitting in a regular seat. You guys just do it, okay? Then I have to stand up. My body knows the physics. So when I stand up in a nice, smooth motion. But if you had to calculate it, that means you have to understand your body mass, the gravity. You have to understand the balance and how much pressure or how much force or whatever it is that you need to your muscles, how much force your muscles need to exert to lift you up. Because I can stand up on my. You know how some people when they stand up and they stand up so fast that they fall down. It's because they exerted more power to stand up, or no. They wanted to stand up and they sent the message out, but the way they sent the message out, it was, and maybe they stopped thinking for a split second and thought they were going to stand up slowly when they actually sent the message out to stand up with a lot of force. So basically, you got to lean forward. Well, how far? Can you calculate how far you have to lean? Because these are degrees. Your body already knows this stuff. Do you? Do you have to say, okay, well, I got to lean about, I'm at 90, so I have to lean more than 45, because you have a 45-degree angle, I think it's still difficult to stand up. So you have to lean more. But at the same time you're leaning, you have to tell your muscles to exert so much pressure, whatever it is. But when you're standing up, you have all this other stuff going on. I'm out to work. Okay, I'll catch you next time. I look forward to seeing more videos. Take care. Okay, man. Hopefully, my stories aren't wrong. Okay, talk to you later. And see you online. Okay, and in the Players Club. So think about it. If you had to plan all that stuff, how long would you have to write? How many, whatever it is that you're using? You don't even know the chemicals and all this stuff that's going on. The electronic pulses. I mean, now the energy or the electronic, whatever is going through your body, shooting through your body. You know, if you try to do it, you know, it would be very difficult. But when you do the plan, it's like this. So basically, what I'm talking about is when you want to stand up, there's physics, there's I don't know, with all that mathematics and all that stuff. Because right now my brain's not working properly. That you would have to calculate another, another good example. If you want to do something, but your mind and ego wants to do something else entirely different. That's easy to explain. I think that is and perfect. That's where you see there's two people occupying this space. Two people. You might want to call it God or whatever, but one thing says do this, and one thing says do that. But whatever they both are, they both working. They're together. This one might be the involuntarily controlled person that beats your heart and everything. And this is the voluntary person where your body moves. Because you have involuntary emotions, which means basically the emotions that you can't fuck with. Okay. And then you have the involuntary emotions that you can mess with. Just imagine monitoring your heart every day, every second, the pounds, the pressure, and stuff like that. Good example, you know. So you got those two to deal with. But when you said, I want to do this, this calculates everything. And then you're able to stand up and stuff. So, I mean, I'm taking too long to explain it, but it's in that video. There's 6 parts to it. But getting back to the mental thing about it and the thought, what you were saying before. Let's see. What were you saying before? I can't find it. But you said something before, but I think it was, I wonder if it's the Buddhism stuff. But basically, when you're moving your body and the brain and everything, my whole basic point is before you can do anything, you have to think about it. And that thinking includes your emotions, because your emotions are only the hormones moving. Okay. Because when you smile, it feels good. When you cry, it feels good. When you punch somebody, it feels good. When you're loving somebody, it feels good. That feeling never changes. It's always a good feeling, even when you want to cry. How can you cry and feel bad? You can't. Think about it. When you're crying, you're still feeling good. The only reason you feel bad, you don't feel bad because of the feeling is bad. You're just feeling bad because of the image of what you think you should do to feel bad. That's it. But when you feel bad, it should be pain. There's no pain. When you playing the basketball, got that 3-pointer, you feel good. Then when something happens, you feel, oh, my friend got an F on the class, on the test. Oh my God, I feel so bad. But it's a good feeling if you really, really, really think about it. Now, most people don't know how to manage it. You're right, because most people don't know that it's manageable. And I'm not talking about what you said, the ego thing. What people don't understand is people don't understand that your emotions has 2 ways to be flown from your body. involuntarily, which means your body telling it to go there because it already knows all the physics, the pressures, and all that stuff about your body. Your body already knows it, whatever that equal, whatever you want to call it. And then you, and you should understand the difference between your body releasing it because it needs it and you releasing it because you want to get high. Okay, the mind loves to experience every emotion to where a lot of people won't attempt to manage or control it. So this may cause them to develop a type of mental illness that they get addicted to. Yeah, like I was saying, I think the problem is it's not about managing or anything about that. First, people might not be aware of it, and when you tell people and get people of the awareness. So that's why, like, when you go to these Buddhist monks, they tell you to do this or do whatever. They say get in contact with yourself. But basically, when you meditate, what's the difference between meditating and thinking? Well, meditating is, to me, I think that's what I said in the video. But I think meditating is just thinking about a still object. Thinking is taking an object and making it into something real. That's why the mind is more trickier. Well, I mean, yeah, if you want to use the word trickier, but it's not trickier. The mind it's like autopilot. I wouldn't say autopilot. It's your body is not just some junk. Your body is made up of a bunch of little organism or whatever that has a function that they do individually that helps the whole, and it knows about the pressures. God help me, I don't know because I picked this up. All I know is there's some applied pressure in my arms, and it's the precise pressure that I need to hold this without crushing it. It's the correct pressure I need without it sliding. Okay. What is that pressure? Do you know? I don't know, but it's there. Somebody, our ancestors, a long time ago, gods or whatever, they recognize this, or maybe when we created God, already put in that, so whatever. I don't know. But what I'm saying is, your body already knows everything. It knows everything, pressures, everything. The only fool that don't know about it is you. No, not you. You. No, you. Well, you're a singular and plural. So the only fool don't know. So you go to school, your teachers tell you, hey, this is what your body's doing. This is the way your mind is thinking. I don't want to work that. I don't want to do this. I don't want to do that. I want to go to Japan. Like my friend said, man, I was driving my Lexus and stuff. One of my friends were talking about my videos. One of your two friends came out here. He said, man, you talk about going to school and everything, and you put a pretty face up there. You got all these niggas going to college. He said, man, that's it, G. He said, man, you tell them for some of them bros, man, to go to college, man, they'll knock you the F out. But you say go to college and you got that pretty face up there. That face was the motivation enough to make these kids in junior high school, go to college. Got people with master's degrees still asking me, do you think I should get a PhD? Of course, get it. To love thyself is to know thyself. Thanks for the thumbs up. And the only way you're going to understand yourself is by doing what I had to do. Sit there, wait a minute. Something's going on. Wait, I don't like math, but my body calculates the exact pressures, distances, angles, everything. I mean, even think about it. The body is okay, maybe. But even if it is pre-programmed, who programmed it? And you have to remember one thing. All programs can break down. It's not breaking down. It's almost like what I'm saying is your body might be you might be the CEO of a company. Your body could be a company and you the CEO. And if you don't manage everything right, it's not going to work out. So basically, you got to feed it. I mean, the only thing we have to do with our bodies really is just exercise and feed it, and it'll work forever. We want to go somewhere, it'll take us somewhere. I want to do something, it'll do it. You know what I'm saying? So, how does this knowledge, how does your body know this? I have no idea. You say the body is pre-programmed on what to do, what to do. Indeed, maybe it is. Okay, it could be. You know, when you're a baby, you grab something, you're hungry, you cry, um, you want to move your legs. You know, I'm thinking it could have been um, as a baby, you started moving your legs and stuff, but those are all voluntarily. But you still, you know how much pressure you have to do. You have to do this and stuff. So it could be that your body or your mind or your computer, as you were, I mean, like when that sperm is alive, and within that sperm, it might have this nucleus that could be essential, could be the same element that created the universe, but it only need to create us. But it could be that same thought. So, what I used to do back in 1990, I think it was 1993 or something like that. I started thinking about, I was thinking about this a lot, and I would ask people, you know, you take a test and your mind tell you to circle A and you circle D and you come back and say, something told me to circle that. Well, there is no pre-program on a multiplication test. Let's see. Very true. It reminds me how tourism Creek going 100 years old, man. 6 years old can move very fast and are strong, but learn how to control their bodies to the fullest. I have met a few. Yeah. Oh man, you talk. I just discovered something about the muscles that's crazy. I am not going to say it on here, but oh man, it is crazy. But yeah, I'm reading about the Egyptians and stuff a long time ago. The people, the scientists, whatever, went down there and took samples of the cells or whatever, and they said these cells are perfectly fine and they shouldn't be there. They should be alive, running around right now. It could have been something that killed them, or not eating properly and something shut down and stuff like that. But they say all those mummies, they should be running around. There should be no reason they should be dead. You know. So what I'm saying is, uh, whatever that one element is that created the earth, even if it's God, it's in us and it knows everything. Or it could have been self-discovery. As it went out, it could have ran into something. Well, it wasn't nothing near. I mean, it wasn't nothing near. So it could have discovered something and put two and two together and did this and did that, or when it popped out itself, or I have no idea to explain it. But all I know is your body, when you say pick up that phone, you're not gonna pick up this like pick up the can, you're not gonna go like this. You're not gonna do that. How do you know what's the exact pressure? Even when I just hold it from here, when I go like that, it's just so smooth. Like wow. Like wow. But the whole thing is, it's easy to do if you know the radius, the radians, the degrees, how much pressure per pounds, you know, the blood that goes through me. You know how much. You know, even water has its density, its power. If you know how much that is, you know how much power is in your really your muscles have. You know what I'm saying? And so your body knows this psychologically. Maybe you know it because when you shoot that jump shot, you know what I'm saying? You're not just throwing it up there. You getting that jump shot, you just like wham, like it's nothing. It's like wham, like it's nothing. So it's that what I don't know, but what I said to a lot, hey, what's up, fifth person? Thank you. What I'm saying is this: back in 1993, I was always talking about things like this, and yeah, it knows exactly what to do. It's very intricate and calculated. The focus that created us is a supreme scientist. Okay, what I used to say was maybe what we are, and I mean, I'm serious, stupid idea, but maybe we are these supreme gods, and what we're doing is we're trying to, and the God doesn't mean I don't know what every definition, but it's just this being that wants to be perfect and perfect and perfect. All these gods are all at the same level, and what they do is they take the worst of them, put it on the earth, and then try to instruct the earth. I mean, try to instruct that worst of us in a way. So that's when I was reading this book called the Adam and his wait, something the children of the sun. Was it Adam and the children of Altiac and the children of the sun or something? I forget the name of the book, but it started talking about heat, water, and all of this stuff, and then the Trinity hit me, and I was like, ah, the Father, the Holy Ghost, the Son, the Father, the Holy Ghost, the Son, the unconscious, subconscious, I mean, the unconscious, subconscious, and unconscious. We always go conscious, subconscious, and unconscious. No, it's backwards. The unconscious would be the God, us. We all at the same level. We all know everything. The conscious is us, where we at. The subconscious is the middle between here. This God and the conscious does not have any contact because this person would be controlling it. So there's this medium person or God, you know, it's all the same person that's in the middle. This person, this is a unconscious, subconscious, conscious. The subconscious understands who the unconscious is because the unconscious is only called unconscious because the conscious cannot communicate. So that's why it's unconscious or no communication or whatever. The subconscious means that we have contact with this, but also this one has contact with this. So the sub, I guess, or whatever. So the unconscious to us tells the subconscious what to do because the subconscious understand what the conscious is. It automatically does everything, so it delivers that message. The more that the subconscious tells the conscious what to do, the more the subconscious will become the unconscious. And then once they become together, they automatically return back to the ultimate God or supreme scientist, whatever you want to call it, and another perfection. Then it goes back in and it does it. So whether it's in human beings or whatever, it's just constant thing. Then, oh yeah, the unconscious mind is powerful. What we watch, read, indulge in. In fact, greatly it changes people. Actually, I think the unconscious has no bearing on us. You know, scientists are saying we're trying to tell what the unconscious is, but unconscious just means that what does conscious means? Awareness. So you're unaware of whatever it is. So anything that you're unaware of, well, you can't control something that you're unaware of. That's like I'll tell you to guess um, what I'm looking at. You're totally unaware. It's unconscious. So I think, and that's another thing too. A lot of people with definitions and stuff. But it's like when two people are fighting, and the two, you have like two guys, and they're fighting. They're a bad person fighting. This one guy says, "Hey, tell your person to stop messing with me, otherwise I'm gonna kill him." He said, "Well, I'm trying to tell him." The subconscious is like, "Well, I'm trying to tell him, but he ain't listening. Stop, stop, you're gonna die. Stop, stop, you're gonna die. Stop, stop, you're gonna die." And this one's like, "All right, just wait. Okay, I'll wait." This person like, "Please stop. I don't want to hurt you." This one here, "Please stop. I don't want to hurt you." "I'm going to hurt you." "Stop, stop, 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 stop. Please stop, stop." And all of a sudden, this person does something. The God tells the unconscious tell the conscious tell the unconscious what to do. This person, bam, is gone. Then this one's like, "Oh damn, motherfucker didn't hear what I listened to me." I said, "Well, you got to start over." Then you got to take another one and put them back down there. So it could be a process of us as our supreme God trying to make us as perfect as possible. Because even in your mind, you have a multiplication test, and it says circle A. And you say, where is that coming from? Where is that coming from? Because when you read that book, the unconscious also read it, but the unconscious knows it and it retains it. So then when you have a question, what color is the apple? Well, you already read the apple is yellow. Only thing is what color the yellow changes to what color, and all you gotta do is put it back. And so you don't do it. The test results come back. Oh damn! Something told me to write A. Gosh, I should listen. Oh wow! Something told me to listen. I should 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 have listened. That's the ego, and the you. But it's not the ego. It's the real God, you. The real God, you, and the ego actually is the ignorant you. So a lot of people think, oh, you're fighting with your ego. You're not fighting with yourself. So you fighting with a real God. So the ego is you, because you want to be, how can I say, you just want to take unnecessary risks. And it's like, tell a kid, don't touch that pot because it's hot. All right. Oh, what happened? You touched? Oh, because I just wanted to see how I felt. So I don't know, but that's what I think. So in my life, I'm really working on doing this. So I'm really working on it, and it's funny because at what point will you be raptured? Will you be raptured to the next level, whatever. So I guess this is sorry it took a long time, but yeah, go on my just if I just remembered I have it in my playlist. Wait, hold on. Because I had to just emailing me at 3 1 happy year. I wonder where she's at. She went to work, sister. But hold on. Do koni ita ikimashita. Idoko dokoni ita. Zutto zutto iemi my mom be having problems now. Silly problems. She think I'm stupid. I keep telling her, I'm God, woman. But let's see, what was it getting back here? But I think the whole thing is people just unaware of a lot of people that have mental problems. I think they just get caught up in what is the thing called? The feelings of it. It's like drugs. You just get like you smoking whatever. And people get caught up on that feeling good, and it's just hard to get rid of. Because those drugs causes your emotion, your hormones to flow. Let's see. Who we are at the core, we ignore it. Most of the time, it gets us in trouble. It doesn't get us in trouble. The ignoring. Oh, okay. I see what you're saying. I'm trying to minimize ignoring the universe. Yeah, it's very important most of the time. Oblivious, not paying attention actively causes some interesting changes or having mindfulness. It's interesting, because that's why I tell people when they talk about racism and stuff, I say it's just people just get caught up in a pattern that they think is right. But if all the military people, if the president said do this and everybody around him's like, no, you do it yourself, nothing's gonna get done. So house is trying to get one of those switch comes. But yeah, that's what I basically want to go on. So once I understand that, then all I can say is, hey, the reason I'm in the situation I'm in is my fault. And people are like, well, how do you feel? I say, well, like I tell you, had I done what I was supposed to do in junior high school and high school, we wouldn't be having this conversation on YouTube. You know what I'm saying? And I know that's a fact. I mean, and what makes it so bad is I know all of my crossroads. They were just so obvious. And I'm like, nah, let me try. Even when I got out the military. I'll tell you that story later. But I already told it, but it's funny. How I got kicked out and stuff. And it was my fault. Basically, I went to the old communities before he left, saying, can I have my personal information file was that thick? He said, yeah, he gave it to me, gave me this look, and my dumb ass went back to talk to him, had it in my hand. God told me before I go up there, just leave it there and wait till he called for it. He would have never called me to get my file back because he had went to another one. So basically, he just forgave me of all my sins, but I didn't have no sins. I'm sure he read it, and it was just a lot of bullshit. So he said he's not part of it. And so I brought it in. They used that to kick me out, but I never told them that was my property. So I mean, things worked out good from the time right about. But I have to sleep. What time is it? It is 3:40. So if I left my house right now, when I got in, I would get to Osaka just in time for the clubs to stop. I am so hungry. I'm supposed to eat a salad. So anyway, I'm done. If you guys don't have any more questions, just remember that everything that people do is premeditated. That was my point. It has to be here first, and then it's delivered. It's all approved. Everything you do is approved. That means every crime, everything. Once people understand it, then they'll be able to control their lives a lot better. But I'm out. What's up? Just to be JP in the house. I don't even know if I even said that at the beginning of the video, huh? What I do? I've been made some videos, so I'm just forgetting. Yeah, this year. Hey, okay, guys, let me know. Whoever watch it to the end, it'd be nice, huh? Had these 3-hour videos, and like, all right, whoever watched to the end, I got, I'll put up a special sign. whoever know what that sign is, I have special signs throughout the video or special words. And if you can figure out what that word is, I'll send you a nice prize of a pretty beautiful woman dressed in the beautiful Japanese woman dressed in a bikini, a few pictures of her and stuff, And so I mean, everybody had to watch this almost 4 hour video to get the clues to know what it is. And you get like the first place, second place, whatever, make it, kind of difficult stuff. It's funny. Or just send them all out to everybody. Right? Since now you can just ping, send. Well, I gotta go. Any more questions? 3 people still around. Thank you very much. I do want to try to do these live videos every day, but I think people like it when I get outside. But the videos I can do out when I'm at home, and the other videos. But it's like I'm telling you guys, those Do You Love Black Men videos were, except for a few of them, because some friends actually, when I first started, I went out and looked for the women. My friends wanted me to do it, so I had to look for some women. But most of the time, I'm just chilling with my friends, having fun, and they walk up on us. A lot of them videos, they walked up on me, start talking, and I'm talking to have fun. And I got to wait a minute. Do you love like? Oh, wait. Do you want to? Okay, we'll do it, Bill. So, especially those 4 girls that were sitting outside and sung "Happy Birthday." And I said, "Why you like black men?" And I never noticed. One of the viewers found it, and he told me, "You see that one what she did with her hand? Look back. Why you love black men?" She went. I was like, wow, I didn't even notice that. I was like, okay, I wonder how many people will notice that. But anyway, I'm gone. It was a pleasure. I have to eat, go to bed. But I have to sleep. But I'm out. Enjoy. Happy New Year. And I hope some of you become 2020's new millionaires.